So today's going to be a rather different kind of video. This is going to be a question and answer session from my Discord. On October 13th, the Discord channel turned 2 years old. So the PapaGenos Forest Maze Discord has been going on for 2 years, which is crazy to me. I can't believe it's been that long, and I want to thank everybody who's in there, everybody who participates in the Discord, and especially the admins and our leader Paragon, who runs the Discord. All you guys are a huge help, and I'm really proud of the Discord. Very, very thankful Discord is what it is. It's pretty amazing, pretty incredible to have such a booming Discord associated with this channel. So yeah, once again, thank you to everybody who's in there, all the admins, all the mods, everybody who's helped make that Discord what it is. It's really incredible. So to celebrate, I'm going to do a question and answer session thing. People have already asked the questions, and I'm just going to read them. I haven't read them yet, so this is my first time going over them, and that's what today's video is going to be. Okay, so here we go. Let's dive right in. The first one is from Captain Jack, and it says, "Yo, Papa, your boy Magnet here. What do you think of opening up a Forest Maze convention or Forest Maze panel in the future?" Yeah, maybe. I used to go to a lot of cons. I used to be someone who did conventions all the time, all sorts of things like that. So I'd totally do like at least like maybe a meetup at some convention. I'm in like the New England area, so I don't know, somewhere that meets up in New England area. I'd do something like that. As far as like a whole Forest Maze convention, I don't know, it might be too crazy to run. But I'd definitely be interested in like meeting people at a convention if people want to do that. The only thing is, of course, right now, obviously we can't really do that because of the way the world is and everything, the virus and pandemic and whatnot. So yeah, it's been a little sad not going to conventions, not being able to go to conventions, but yeah, I'd be down for that in the future at some point. All right, so the next one is the Punk of 20,000 Fathoms. Says, "Hey Papa, how would you feel if Gino got in as a deluxe me, a me costume whose mask covers the me head and comes with a me costume, Sans, and another Square or Mario character, Sephiroth, Waluigi? Do you think this is at all possible?" It's definitely possible. Definitely a possibility for what could happen to Gino. I'd be cool with it, honestly, as long as the deluxe me looked pretty cool. I'd probably just pick up me Gunner and play Gino a bit, and shuffle him into my mains, which are like Banjo, Little Mac, Lemmy, Young Link. Yeah, I'd probably just play Gunner as Gino if that happened. As long as like I'd hope the Square character, the Mario character, was someone cool. That would be kind of my one thing that I'd want. If it was somebody like, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but if it was like someone that was like, oh man, that's kind of lame, and then Gino was just a deluxe me, yeah, that might be a little upsetting. But otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty cool with the deluxe me. I understand Gino is a niche character from a very old game. He's only appeared in one. I understand Nintendo's picking the DLC characters, so if the best Sakurai can give us is a deluxe me, maybe with like music track or something, and really looks like Gino and stuff, I'd be happy with it, as long as, let's say we got like Sora from Kingdom Hearts or something, it was like someone huge, so it made up for it that's the Square character they got. Yeah, I'd be cool with a deluxe me costume for Gino if it had to happen like that. Marcelo BR says, "Hey Papa, which brother is better, Mario or Luigi?" I usually play as Mario, but I personally like Luigi better. Luigi's just funnier. He tends to have more personality in that. I remember like the old Mario comic that was sort of based on Mario World that ran in the Nintendo Power magazine. Luigi was really funny in that, so I liked him. So yeah, I'm probably more of a fan of Luigi. Killer Clown Strife wrote, "Hey Papa, if you had to pick one boss cameo in Geno's stage, who would it be?" I mean, I hope the stage would probably be Bowser's Keep, so I guess Exor, but if I could pick like any boss I'd like to see, I really like the Axum Rangers a lot, so like Axum Rangers on the Blade ship would be sweet, or Jonathan Jones is always cool too, so Jonathan Jones would be cool to see. I don't know if he would fit into any of the potential Geno stages I'm kind of got in my head, but he's a cool character, so I'd love to see him. Ghost Alex Phoenix Gang wrote, "Do you think that Yoshi gets embarrassed when he poos out eggs in front of Mario?" Okay, yeah, this is sort of like a meme joke here. I don't know. That's a question for Yoshi. Pyra Diamond wrote, "Does Alex stink?" Sure. All right, that's the person who asked the Yoshi question. Next one says, "Papa, what are your 5 favorite games? Doesn't need to be ordered, but I'd like to know which games you consider your absolute favorite." Ooh, that's tough. My absolute favorite game is Ocarina of Time. As far as picking like top 5 games of all time or something, that would probably be too tough. I'd really have to think about it. Mario RPG obviously is up there. I I like Punch-Out a lot. I like Banjo-Kazooie a lot. So yeah, those come to mind, but I could probably think of a bunch of games I'd be like, man, how is that not one of my top favorite games? They might honestly, like, if I laid them all out, it'd probably be a lot of Zelda games in the top five if I was being realistic, but I try to be more diverse than that if I laid out five. So Ocarina of Time is definitely number one. That's always been my favorite game. But as far as other stuff, I don't know. Blue wrote, "What is your favorite platformer of all time, and why is it Gex?" I only ever like rented Gex and played like a demo, so Gex is not my favorite platformer. Man, if it's like 3D platformers, probably Banjo-Kazooie. If it's like side-scrolling platformers and stuff, I don't know, maybe Mario World, Mario 3. It's tough to beat those, so I don't know. I guess Banjo-Kazooie if we're talking like Gex-style platformers. Level Genesis wrote, "Hey Papa, if you could choose one game from the past to be remade in full 2020 standards, which would you choose?" Mario RPG, I guess. Yeah, why not? Hey PapaGenos, what games are currently on your backlog? What haven't I played that I've been thinking about playing? It's tough because that's why they're on my backlog, because I don't think about them. Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. I still need to dig into that. Yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. That's the only thing off the top of my head that I haven't dug into that I plan to. Spoopy Dave, Zero for Smash, wrote, "Hey PapaGenos, what are your predictions for Fighter Pass 3? Let's get through Fighter Pass 2 first, as far as character predictions. If you're asking, do I predict that a Fighter Pass 3 might happen? I'm not counting on it. I'm going to just have in my head that Fighter Pass 2 is the end. But I did lay out in one video the concept or the possibility I could see that after Fighter Pass 2, Sakurai says something like, all right, that's it for Smash for now. And he's going to take a break. And maybe Smash Ultimate will, get something in the future. And we just end on that. And it's like, oh, mysterious. And then like a year or so later at like E3, their big announcement is like Fighter Pass 3 happening. So Sakurai gets to take that break. But Nintendo gets to keep the Smash hype train rolling. Us fans continue to get characters. I could see something like that happening. But that would be my guess for Fighter Pass 3. As far as what characters are on there, we get 4 more in Fighter Pass 2. So I really can't guess at further characters until I see who the next ones are. Brogan wrote, "When can we expect you to say, 'I love it when you call me Big Papa'?" I guess right now, because I just read it. So there you go. Snow Golem wrote, "Hey PapaGenos, I know you've talked about which rivals of Geno you do want, but are there any rivals of Geno which you wouldn't be happy with?" Maybe some of the like lesser known, I don't know if lesser known is the right word, Square characters from things that like aren't, I hate saying stuff like this. I hate putting down any game series, but something like we got a let's say Bravely Default rep or something, a Square game that just isn't as powerful. I don't know what the word would be. As like some of the bigger ones. Like we got I don't know, somebody from Kingdom Hearts. Obviously, I'd be cool with. We got Chrono from Chrono Trigger. If it was like a big Square game and an awesome character, I'd obviously be happy with that. But if it was like Octopath Traveler got a Spirit event. If we got like an Octopath Traveler character, I'd just kind of be like, oh, really? Like that's who they went with the next Square rep when they could have done Geno, or they own Lara Croft, they own Sora from Kingdom Hearts, it's sort of Disney co-owned, whatever. So yeah, I'd be cool with most of Geno's rivals. I'd probably be disappointed if it was just some random Square game that I didn't feel was like as major as some of the other things they could have chosen. As far as like Mario characters go, it'd be tough. Like I actually like Flawful, I like King Boo, I like Waluigi, so I don't think I'd be too mad at a Mario character out of the realistic ones they might choose instead of Geno. And I generally think of Square characters and Mario characters as the rivals to Geno, which is why he has so many. Coco Natsu says, "Who are you?" "I am PapaGenos." Banana said, "What's your favorite Fire Emblem game?" Is it Sacred Stone? Was that the first one with like Lyn on the GBA? That's the one I remember like being excited about when it was like, oh man, Fire Emblem's finally coming to the West. So that was the one that I played the most. I did enjoy it, but I was more of like I grew up with Shining Force on the Genesis, and that was like my tactical RPG game, and I played some other ones, Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff. So when I played Fire Emblem, it was cool, like I like it, but it didn't have like it didn't stick with me the way other games did. I played some other Fire Emblem games. I don't know exactly which ones. I know there's multiple with Ike on the GameCube. I played at least one of those. And some of the other ones, Awakening, played Awakening for the DS, or was it 3DS, whatever it was, one of those. So I played a few Fire Emblem games, but probably the one with Lyn was the one I actually like. It was the first one I played, and probably the one I liked the most, just because it was sort of newer at the time and stuff, and I was excited about it. So yeah, I'd say Sacred Stones. I think that's what it's called. Mint Pepsi says, "What's your opinion on this video?" Ooh. My opinion is I'm afraid to click it, so I'm gonna keep moving on. PapaGenos, what are you opinions on Red Mist? What are your opinions on Red Mist? I assume you mean the Squidward thing. It's like one of our emojis. It's like some internet creepy pasta thing or whatever. I barely know much about it. I know the Discord uses it as an emote thing, and I see that you have a SpongeBob icon, so I assume that's what you're asking about. Whenever I see people write out Red Mist, I don't think of the Squidward thing. I think of the character from the Kick-Ass comics and movies, so that's what it makes me think of. Plush says, what made you want to make a YouTube channel revolving around leaks and speculation? Same question for this Discord server. Yeah, so I mean, I've just been speculating Smash stuff since before Brawl over on Smashboards, and before that it was Brawl Central, I think it was called. I went by Little Mac on Brawl Central. I think that site is just gone, so I can't find that anymore. But yeah, so I've just always liked speculating Smash stuff and speculating video games in general and stuff. So to make the YouTube channel, I don't know what it was that like sparked like I'm gonna sit down and do this. I think the big thing was I was on Smashboards and I was talking about this like theory about Mock Rider, and I posted this big post, and I thought, oh, this is like really cool, really interesting. I really liked the breakdown of the whole theory and everything, and I thought, if I made a video for it, it could probably explain things better than just like a big long text post. So I filmed an explanation for that, and I wanted it for the Mock Rider support thread on Smashboards because there wasn't one made for Smash Ultimate. So I made one, I posted that video on there. That's kind of how the channel started. I did have like the idea of doing a YouTube channel kind of in the back of my head for like a long time. It was always something I sort of thought maybe I'd want to do. I've been interested in filming stuff and making stuff like that, interested in gaming for a long time. I was working at a retro game store for 5 years prior to the channel, and I had this idea to do a YouTube channel like kind of like Pawn Stars, but for video games, because retro gaming stores get like tons of trade-ins, and you see lots and lots of cool video games. So I thought that would make a great YouTube channel, just like, if we were at the store, all day taking in trades and stuff, and at the end of the day, turn on the camera and be like, hey, today we got like, this in, it's like this rare game or whatever, or like, hey, we got this Pokemon game in, let's pop it in and see, what their team is, see what they've caught, stuff like that, check people's save files. We got weird stuff sometimes, like bootleg games would come through, really rare stuff. So I thought that would make a great YouTube channel. That was kind of the one I wanted to do, but I didn't own the retro gaming store, so it felt like kind of overstepping boundary if I were to make a YouTube channel about it like that. I almost made my own retro gaming store with a buddy of mine who also worked at the one that we worked at before it closed. I was going to sell all my stuff and like start that. That almost happened like maybe 6 months before I made the YouTube channel, but it's really hard to do brick and mortar stores. And with the state of the world right now, with this, virus and everything, I'm really glad I didn't do that. It would have been probably dead by now. I probably would have put all this stuff up for sale, bought a store, doing rent, and I don't think I probably would have made a profit by now, maybe just starting to or something, and I probably would have had to shut the store down, and I probably wouldn't have survived. So I'm glad the YouTube channel happened instead. But that was one idea. And then me and two other people who worked at that retro game store while we were working there did have a YouTube channel. It wasn't mine. It was a buddy of mine who goes by Prince Buffoon. And that was Try Attack. So it was like a Let's Play channel thing for fun. Never really took off or anything, but we did it for fun just because we like playing games and doing stuff like that. So yeah, that's sort of the I guess the story of me doing YouTube. It was Try Attack at this retro gaming store. Kind of always liked the idea of doing YouTube stuff, but that was really more my friends had an idea to do a retro gaming store, YouTube channel, and then almost made a retro gaming store myself, which I would have made that YouTube channel to go along with. And then that didn't happen. And then Smash Ultimate just was huge and stuff. And, you know, through the whole time, like since before Brawl, I've always been speculating Smash Online and just decided, hey, YouTube channel would be cool, made that mock rider thing. So yeah, that's the history of that. And then same question for this Discord server. People were just asking me to do a Discord server. So I did one. I didn't even really know what Discord was. I made one, I think, while I had the channel going, just to talk with some friends. And then people were just like, make a Discord, make a Discord, make a Discord. So I did it. And then it really exploded. I'm honestly shocked the Discord is as big as it is and everything. Really proud of it. Really happy with the admins and mods and everything for, you know, creating this. It's really incredible. So yeah, thanks everybody. Oprah ate my child. What a name. Hello, PapaGenos. I want to get your thoughts on my friend Enea's cat, Callie. Cute cat. Looks kind of orange, Halloween colory stripes on there. So yeah, I'm cool with that. I like Halloween stuff. So yeah, I like the cat. Epic Chew. Hey Papa, do you got any weird characters you want to see in Smash? Tons, I'm sure. I always talk about kind of characters I think are plausible, but there's a lot that are really out there that I'd like to see. Some of the more out there characters I'd like, the kids from Zombies Ate My Neighbors, though I know it's never going to happen. Earthworm Jim I think would be really cool. Toe Jam and Earl I think would be really cool. Those ones usually come to mind when I think of the more out there characters. Lat said, what's up, Papa? I've been a fan for a long time, and I've been burning to ask this question. If Gex from Gex Enter the Gecko entered your house right now, do you think you could beat him in a fight? He's really tiny, so maybe, but I'm not super familiar with his games, so maybe he could easily destroy. I mean, he's like a video game character. He'd probably destroy me. I'd just be like a boss. So yeah, probably not. No. Lynn, will Reimu get into Smash? Maybe. We have Steve as our first technically indie rep, so maybe Reimu could get in. She's very niche as far as really Japanese and stuff. Possible though. I do think she's possible, but I'd be more leaning towards like deluxe me costume or something. I don't know if it would fit for her that well, but I'd more lean towards something like that, honestly, just because of the Japanese niche quality to the Toho games. Black Knight wrote, hey PapaGenos, how likely is it that Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War finally gets its long-requested remake in 2021, potentially with Sigurd in Smash to promote it? Probably less likely. Maybe the remake possible in 2021. I don't follow Fire Emblem speculation as far as the games go too closely, so that's possible. As far as I think another Fire Emblem character happening for Smash to promote it, I'd say unlikely, but Nintendo constantly seems to do that, so maybe. I don't know. I'd say unlikely myself, but what do I know about Fire Emblem getting in Smash? It happens all the time. Doc says, hey PapaGenos, what has been your favorite part of being a YouTuber, and do you have any suggestions for people striving to become a bigger channel and content-wise? My favorite part of being a YouTuber is probably all of the interactions I have with people. There's people I never thought I'd interact with who are like names in the Smash community or just names in gaming and stuff that I've talked to now. That's really cool. And then also just talking to lots and lots of people, all the connections online with people is probably the coolest part about being a YouTuber. I like that. Also, I'm not gonna lie, but being paid to do gaming stuff is always cool. Like I said before, I worked at a retro game store for 5 years, so being able to do this and continue, having video games be a big part of my career part of my life, make money and stuff is really cool. It's great to have that. Especially as I get older, it's tough to find time for gaming and stuff. So if I can work that in to something productive, yeah, it's great. As far as suggestions for people striving to be a bigger channel, so I guess I would say just do it. Just if you have an idea, just go ahead and do it, because one thing that kind of always held me back from doing a YouTube channel was thinking like I really need like space to do it. Like I need a setup, I need a better camera, I need a better microphone, I need this and that and the other thing. It kind of stopped me from wanting to do it, but just start making content and slowly build up. I think waiting until everything's perfect never happens, and then you don't do it, because I would have probably done something on YouTube way earlier had I not kind of had that in my mind the whole time. And I finally just did it to do that mock rider video, and then said, oh, this is fun, and just kept doing it. And I honestly felt when I made the channel, I was like, I feel like I kind of missed the Smash Ultimate timing to do it. It was really in my mind when I first made the channel, because the E3 that revealed everyone is here, Ridley and Daisy, had already passed. I made the channel like a few weeks, I think, after that happened, when I was, really excited for Smash Ultimate. So I kind of thought, like, the people who are going to have a big channel for this thing probably already have their channels up and already reacted to that and stuff. So I thought I missed it, really. And now, I know this is one of the bigger channels specifically for Smash Ultimate stuff, specifically speculation, obviously. So yeah, I would just suggest just do it. And then I guess my other suggestion would be, do something you actually really like, so it's genuine. I love speculating Smash, something I've loved to do for a long time. So, I actually enjoy making the videos and stuff. Definitely do something that you're passionate about. No, don't copy something that you saw somebody else do. Do what you're passionate about. And if you're passionate about something that doesn't exist out there yet, or it doesn't, you feel like a lot of people like this, but it's not the way that you'd like to see it, or something like that. It's hard to say. I would suggest, do that, whatever that is, because that was something kind of going on with Smash speculation that also pushed me to do the channel. Was there was really great Smash speculation going on Smash boards, but as far as YouTube stuff goes, I thought it wasn't up to par with what a lot of people who speculate Smash were doing just in text on, like, forums and stuff. Those people seem to always have really great theories and really good stuff was going on, and I wanted a channel where I could watch that, because most of the YouTube channels I saw that speculated Smash specifically, it was like random leaks and stuff, and they just weren't up to what I wanted to see on YouTube at that time, or what I was seeing in the forums and stuff at that time. So I wanted to take the quality content that I would see on Smash boards, I don't know if you call it content, but the quality discussion about Smash speculation I saw on Smash boards, and bring that to a YouTube channel. Kind of became like this is going to work moment. That was probably a little slightly after I made the channel, was talking about stuff, when I started realizing, that's what this needs to be. I guess my big suggestions would be just go ahead and do it, whatever it is. Do something you're passionate about, and if you can find a niche thing that you think isn't out there yet, but you see people would like to see, do that. Those are my suggestions, because I think those three things are kind of what I did. SN Mario 128 says, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your favorite color of the alphabet? I really do think about the different letters of the alphabet as different colors. My favorite color is blue, so there you go. And B, the letter B, my name's Brandon. So Brandon, I think of the letter B as blue. A is red. C is yellow. E is green. D is like an orangey brown. I really do. I think of all the letters as specific colors. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's in my head. You could ask me what letter is what color. It will be consistent. It's really weird. So B, blue. There you go. Pogs says, if McDonald's made a PapaGenos burger, what would be in it? I don't really eat burgers that much. I'm not really a burger guy. I don't really like cow. I eat mostly just like white meat, chicken, fish. That's about it. I'm not big on meat. Kudlak says, yo, PapaGenos, if you could have a superpower, which one would you like to have, and how do you think said superpower would change your life? Well, the best superpower I think you can have is the power to, control time. I don't think anything beats time manipulation, so I'd have time manipulation. We'll travel through time, prevent aging, super age people to, destroy them, to just redo anything. I think, time manipulation, complete control of time is the best superpower. How would it change my life? It would be, I'd be, a superhero. I don't know. Floofwitch Emily wrote, hey PapaGenos, I have a question for you. You've been on YouTube for a long time now, consistently making videos about what usually is one topic, Smash. So I want to ask you this. What is your way to combat things like burnout? Sort of what I was saying before about what you should do for a YouTube channel. My suggestions for people who want to make YouTube channels. Do something you're passionate about, because then you won't burn out. I like Smash speculation. If I wasn't doing the YouTube videos, I would still be on forums and stuff. I would still be online reading all the Smash speculation stuff, making my own speculation for myself personally. So I did something I was passionate about. I did a YouTube channel that I could continuously make videos about. I like speculating stuff, specifically Smash, but other games too. So I think, as long as it's speculation about video games, I am always going to be passionate and want to talk about it and want to make content about it and following it anyway, just because I'd be following it myself. It doesn't feel like work. The toughest thing though, there's a little bit of burnout, mostly with like, I'll get excited about something and then it is kind of like, okay, but I got to sit down. I got to, kind of make my whole video outline, like how I want to talk about this, figure out how to break it down, figure out how to film it and do that for people. That is tough. I don't know how to combat that. I try to just, when I feel like making a video, I do it. I got to kind of grab that, that passion. Like when you really feel like it, you just got to do it then. So there are some days where I'm like, man, I just don't feel like making a video. And then something happens and I really should make a video. It's tough to like force myself to do that. So usually though, I'm excited about whatever the news is because I'm passionate about Smash and speculation and stuff. So I want to make the video. But there are occasions where I feel a little bit of burnout. So I don't know. It's tough. You just gotta fight it, I guess, when you don't feel like doing something, but you really should. So yeah, I don't know. I would say probably the best way to combat it though is just do something you're passionate about. If you like the subject, you're gonna want to do videos on it all the time, and then your YouTube channel's fine. If you're doing a YouTube channel because you want a big YouTube channel and you picked something you're not really that into, then yeah, you're gonna burn out. It's gonna happen. So that's just the truth of it. So be honest about what you want to do YouTube videos about, and then you probably won't burn out. Playdash. Hey Papa, what's your favorite detail or thing about Geno? Oh man, that's tough. What's my favorite thing about Geno? I think I like the mysteriousness. I'll throw that out there. I like that we don't really know that much about Star Road and the star people that he is and stuff. I mean, maybe he's like a Luma and maybe Rosalina is that higher authority, but I like that mysteriousness. He seems to know a little bit more than everybody, seems to know a bit more about what's going on with the wishes and everything. I think that's what probably drew me to the character. Was just this mysterious Mario character was cool. Andy says, who is your main in Smash? How long have you mained them? Banjo is my main as of now for Ultimate, so I've mained them since Banjo came out. Before that, though, I played Little Mac since Smash 4 came out, and then before that, it was Kirby, who I mained since 64. So Kirby would be the one that I've mained since like Smash 64. My latest mains, though, are Little Mac and Banjo, and I just mained them as soon as they came out. So Little Mac and Smash 4 and Banjo since about a year now, I guess, since, what was it, last September? John Arbuckle wrote, hey PapaGenos, what are your thoughts on Garfield? I'm not too huge on Garfield, to be honest. The comics never stuck with me. I love Kelvin and Hobbes. Kelvin and Hobbes is my go-to newspaper comic. Big fan of Kelvin and Hobbes. Besides that, what do I have to say about Garfield? The Garfield and Friends cartoon show that used to be on with the barnyard animals, and then there was like Garfield, like half it was that, half it was Garfield. I really like that show, and I know the really weird thing that with like, I think Lorenzo Music, I think is his name, voiced Garfield in that show, and he also voiced Venkman in the real Ghostbusters cartoon show, and obviously Bill Murray is Venkman in the actual Ghostbusters movie, and then Lorenzo Music did sort of an impression of him for the real Ghostbusters, then voiced Garfield, and then Bill Murray voiced Garfield in the live action show. So somewhere along the line, somebody was like, well, who should voice Garfield for the live action, and must have watched the show and been like, well, he sounds like Bill Murray, because the guy that they got for Garfield had already done a Bill Murray impression. So it's this bizarre, weird thing going on there. But as far as being a fan of Garfield, again, I never really liked the comics too much. That show, Garfield and Friends, was okay. And then I'm more of a Kelvin Hobbes fan as far as newspaper comics go. I got Strong Bad on my shirt, actually, speaking of like cartoons and stuff. I thought Strong Bad was fitting for because I'm like reading emails. So I don't know. Bomber Bros, aka Guardian, aka Clean, wrote, yo Papa, if the Super Mario RPG remake / sequel rumors are true, I don't know if they got debunked or anything. I don't know either. I don't think they got debunked. I think it's still up in the air. How would you want them to go about making it? Oh man, I'd probably rather see a sequel than a remake personally, just because I can always go back and play the original and I like it. But I think a remake's more likely than a sequel. How would I want them to go about it? I don't know. I guess just upgraded graphics and stuff. If it was a remake, just fix some of the I will say this: the game hasn't aged perfectly as far as like Mario jumping around, like the actual physics. Like they tried to add some actual platforming into the game, are not great. I didn't like them as a kid. I don't like them now. So I guess I hope that they can kind of fix that. Maybe make it less of a stiff feeling when you're trying to jump on stuff. It's a little hard to see what you can jump on, what you can't, and where you're aiming Mario. To get a weird feel for that game. So I guess I'd hope that they kind of fix that, and then just upgrade the graphics and stuff. If it was a remake, if it was a sequel, I don't know. I haven't thought much about what I'd like to see in a sequel. Probably just Smithy Gang returns. Gino returns. Hopefully a playable Luigi would be cool. It seemed really weird not to have him in that game. Maybe something with Booster and Wario actually being related. It would be cool to dive in a bit more, like tie in the Mario RPG stuff with other Mario stuff would be cool to see. Kumatora wrote, "Hey Papa, if Gino were to reappear in a future Mario game, what one do you think he will appear in most and why?" Probably. I mean, Smash probably, because that's the one that he's been a Mii costume and a spirit in. So yeah, if you count Smash Bros as a Mario Bros game. Otherwise, Mario Kart, I guess, because it has so many characters. It would be great if they did a Double Dash sequel and had Gino and Mallow together in like a Mario Kart Double Dash sequel. That'd be cool. Triple S. Hey PapaGenos, what is your favorite stage in Smash and why? Oh man, that's tough. I really liked back in the day on the N64 Sector Z, so I still like Corneria a lot. Like I have a soft spot for that. But like I play more tournament competitive style Smash these days, so I don't know what my favorite stage is. I like the Pokemon League stage a lot as far as like competitive stages go. For whatever reason, I like that stage. I tend to win on that stage, I guess, or something. I don't know if it feels comfortable. So yeah, I guess that one. Lewis Chop 17 says, "Hey PapaGenos, can you say shut up? By the way, hi." I just did. I think that will be really cool. Thank you. Also, shout out to the Forest Maze Discord for all the amazing memories and for being awesome. Scroll things up here. 44th President of the U.S., Barack Obama. Hey, it's Barack Obama. Hey, Chad and or Chadette. What? I love your videos, but my question for you is if Louie from Pikmin 2 is sexy and awesome. Do I think Louie is... Louie's cool. I'm cool with Louie. I like Pikmin 2 a lot. Louie is kind of a bad guy in Pikmin 2, though, so I don't know how awesome and sexy Louie is. I don't know. All right. Advance wrote, "Have you heard of the Forest Maze Discord lore written by Triple S? It's pinned in #general and includes a ton of users. It's really interesting. If you haven't already, I recommend checking it out." No, I have not read that lore. I didn't know the Discord had lore, so no, I haven't. Poyo, have you ever played Hollow Knight? And if so, what is your favorite part? If not, will you play it? I have played Hollow Knight. I haven't beaten it, so I don't know if I really have a favorite part from it. So I'd have to go back and revisit Hollow Knight. I've been meaning to actually. Somebody asked before about like what's on my backlog. Hollow Knight, Cuphead are two games that I've been meaning to like sit down and actually like really dig into. I've played them, but I haven't played a ton of them. So yeah, I'd like to play both of those a bit more. So I'll get back to my favorite part, I guess, at some point. Gonk Droid Official says, "Papa, do you want Wario to show you fun?" I don't know. I don't know. Do I? I don't know if I do. Kumatora wrote, "Papa, is there a specific character or characters you don't want in Smash?" Not really. I don't really want more Fire Emblem. I don't really want a Fortnite character. Besides that, I'm pretty cool with anything. I know some people have been like, Overwatch would be bad in Smash, but I don't really care. I know like the controversy with Overwatch, I probably wouldn't really like to see it in Smash just because I don't want Smash to have any more controversy. It has enough. But yeah, there aren't too many characters I really wouldn't want to see in Smash. Fire Emblem character, that's the other thing too. It's not like I really don't want to see a Fire Emblem character. If we had like 20 more spots, like cool, Fire Emblem character, fine, I don't care. But when we have 4 more, it's like, yeah, I don't want to see any more of that. Fortnite is a game I'm just not a big fan of. I don't really like the style of it and stuff, so I probably prefer not to have a Fortnite character. I guess that would be the one character I really wouldn't like to see is like Jonesy. So sorry, Fortnite fans. Gugasmus says, "What happened to Grandpapa Frogfucius? Still chilling in Tadpole Pond, I guess. I don't know." Wipe Gaming number 2, Boo Enjoyer. Papa, what is your favorite PS4 exclusive? I don't know if I have a favorite, actually. It's weird. I have a PS4, but I didn't really get it for exclusive games. I got it mostly just to play the games that are either on PS4 or Xbox One. My Xbox One is broken. The HDMI port, I think, there's something wrong with it. I still haven't bothered fixing it because I can play everything on PS4 that I'd want to play on either of those systems. So I don't know if I really have a favorite exclusive, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. J. Vertus wrote, Papa, will you ever do playthroughs or stream games? I would love to start doing streaming. I've been meaning to do that more. We did the PapaGenos Bros with me and my brother playing games, and then he got really busy, so it got tough to film those anymore. But I would absolutely love to do streaming somewhat regularly, maybe playing games and stuff. So hopefully I'll do that soon. Actually, I would like to get that going soon. While the channel is still relevant with all the Smash speculation and stuff, because obviously Smash is going to end eventually, and while I'll still make videos about other games and speculating other games and stuff, there's got to be stuff after that to do. So I think getting a regular streaming thing going would be nice. Keep the community together and stuff too after Smash. Somewhere for the Discord and for my channel and stuff to go would be possibly streaming games and other things. I have other plans that I'd like to do. But yeah, I'd like to do streaming. Would people out there like to see me stream just on YouTube or on Twitch? Most people I ask say, "Oh, go to Twitch. Twitch is better." I don't know that much about Twitch, and I don't know would the community move over there with me? I don't know. So yeah, I guess that's kind of my question, or sort of the reason I haven't quite done it yet is I'm just very new to doing something like Twitch, so I'd have to probably start that and then have a night every week or maybe a couple nights that I do okay, there's a streaming night, so work that into my schedule. Haven't done it yet. What do you guys think about that? Actually, that's a good one to ask you guys. If you want me to do streaming more regularly, what day would you want it to be? Would you want it to be on YouTube or Twitch? All that stuff you guys want to suggest. I think I've probably asked this before. I just got to kind of pull the trigger on it and actually do it. All right, Tehater, I can't say half these names. Tehater Zombie Carla says, what is one game that is not Super Mario RPG you would love to see be remade, disregarding any potential issues with doing so? Maybe Golden Sun, I guess. It's just on my mind. Golden Sun would be great to see. I really like that game, and it's unfortunately kind of forgotten by Nintendo a bit. If we're talking not Nintendo games, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Yeah, I love Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Anything new with Zombies Ate My Neighbors would be amazing. Cambot wrote, have you heard of Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update? And if so, what are your thoughts on it? I have heard of it. I haven't played it myself, though. I heard it didn't add too much, but I read briefly. I read one small thing of people discussing it, but I haven't played it myself, so I really can't weigh in on it. Somebody said it didn't bring much, or that the Minecraft updates should be a lot bigger considering how big the game is. I don't know. I haven't. I played Minecraft when Minecraft first came out. Was it 2000? I don't know, 8 to 10, 11, somewhere in there was when Minecraft first came out. Downloaded it, played it on my PC for a while with some friends, enjoyed it, and then I think we moved on to Terraria for a little while, and then stopped playing both of them. And then 4 or 5 years later, all of a sudden, Minecraft was all over YouTube in all the stores, all the toy stores had tons of Minecraft stuff. Kids would come into the retro gaming store asking us, do we have Minecraft stuff? Minecraft. And I was just sitting there baffled, that was a game from quite a few years ago, and all of a sudden it's huge. And that was a few years ago now at this point. So yeah, Minecraft's just a little weird to me. I was I was into it, when it first came out, or when it was first available, or around that time period, and then kind of moved on from it, and then it got huge later on. I think maybe because Microsoft bought it and then pushed it, I guess, or maybe YouTubers started playing it more or something. I don't know. It's just weird to me how Minecraft happened. And I didn't hear about it for a while, and then it was all of a sudden the biggest thing, but it was sort of old at that point. It's kind of weird. All right, Chrono Katie says, hey, PapaGenos, is there a dream game you'd work on in a heartbeat if ever asked? A sequel, remake, etc., to a game you'd want to help write, voice act in, design art for, or just be a part of in any way? If so, which one and in what way? I probably mentioned these two games already because they're two of my favorite games, but Mario RPG, if I could be at all a part of Mario RPG, I'd love to do that. I like that game, and obviously I really care about that. Doing anything with that game would be great. I'd like to steer it in a good direction. And then Zombies Ate My Neighbors is the game that it's one of my favorite games, and unfortunately it was a one and done. There's Ghoul Patrol, but it's not that similar. Very, very different game. I'd love to see something done with Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So, like, if somebody was just like gave me a bunch of money and a game design studio and was like, you can make any game, licensing doesn't matter, just make a game, it'd probably be a Zombies Ate My Neighbors sequel is probably what I'd do. Obviously, to do Mario RPG, I'd need to be involved with Nintendo. So, Zombies Ate My Neighbors seems a bit more plausible, I guess, for a game I could someday work on. Paragon wrote, when we finally meet and have lunch, where do you want to eat? PapaGenos seems a bit cliche, but I have had it and it's not bad. You owe me lunch though, so you are buying. Sure, yeah, we can go to PapaGenos. I love PapaGenos. I was actually I was on the highway the other day and I stopped at like a rest stop area and there's a PapaGenos. It was late at night though, so it was closed. But yeah, I totally go to a PapaGenos with you, Paragon. Hit me up sometime. We do need to do that. We've been meaning to like meet up and like hang out and go to lunch and stuff for like over a year now. So yeah, hit me up. Nightmare Before Crispy, yo PapaGenos, what do you love most about this Discord server? Also, what do you think negotiations with Disney for Sora R were like? What I love most about the Discord server, just meeting people, talking to people, having somewhere that is constantly talking about Smash speculation is amazing. It's better than any forum or anything that just slowly gets posts in it or whatever. Going into the Discord and having an open like chat room basically constantly with people talking Smash speculation 24/7 is awesome. Very proud to have this Discord like turn into that because it's definitely something even without the YouTube channel and stuff I would have wanted to happen. So it's somewhere to like talk Smash speculation or just gaming in general, speculation in general, leaks in general, but and just gaming stuff in general. I love the interactions, I guess would be my favorite part, but it's so cool to have specifically for me personally somewhere to just talk Smash speculation all the time is great. And then also, what do I think? Negotiations with Disney, Sora. So I never like weighing in on that because I really think the truth is we don't know. Sora is probably more difficult than most characters to get in Smash. That's pretty much all we know. I know some people have said Sora is actually owned by Disney and only like Nomura would have to be honored. I've heard so many things, and I think just the honest truth, though, is that we don't know for sure exactly what negotiations would look like. It would probably be Sakurai, Nintendo, Disney, Square, Nomura, all together, all at the table, getting Sora in Smash. So clearly a character that's probably a little more difficult to get than most characters. So yeah, I don't like weighing in on that because I think there's just so many unknowns and the possibility it might not happen for various reasons. Possibly Disney's being stingy. Possibly Nintendo doesn't want to pay as much as Disney wants or something. I don't know. So I don't like weighing in on it, even though a lot of people will sometimes say very convictly, like, no, we found out Disney does own Sora. This is how it is. If you get a Square character and a Disney character, it wouldn't be a Square character. Like, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to look at it like, so I don't like to pretend that we do know. Cohen says, hey Papa, what are your favorite movies? Oh man, I have a ton of favorite movies. Right now I'm thinking like horror movies because it's October. I've been watching a lot of horror movies. Probably my favorite horror movies are The Shining and The Thing. Those are both great movies. But I like a ton of movies. Actually, before, when I was like quite a bit younger, I worked at a video rental store, a Hollywood Video, which was sort of a competing thing to Blockbuster. It was like Hollywood Video and Game Crazy, so it was sort of a gaming thing too, even back then. And I rented and watched a ton of movies. I have a really big DVD collection, and yes, I still stick with DVD because I don't see the point in upgrading the Blu-ray. So yeah, I watch a ton of movies. I like a lot of movies. I could probably talk about movies all day, but just what's my favorite movies? I'd have to think about it. Off the top of my head, though, horror movies, Shining, The Thing are two of my favorites that have been on my mind. Texas Chainsaw Massacre also is really good as far as like what movies actually kind of freak me out. Texas Chainsaw Massacre actually freaks me out. Baba Booey says, hey Papa, what is your favorite game OST? Ooh, that's tough. I listen to Chrono Trigger's OST a lot. It's really good. Probably Chrono Trigger, I guess. Maybe Ocarina of Time. I think that's one of the reasons why that game is so great. Is it's the music. It's very, really, really good music that is kind of continued throughout Zelda. So yeah, but I'd probably say Chrono Trigger, I guess, if I'm just... That's the one I usually pop on there. Some of the Sonic games, too, like Sonic 2. I really like the OST of that, but that might be more of a nostalgia thing. It's good, though. Like, old Sonic music is good. MVK23 says, hi, PapaGenos, what is your favorite dish to eat? I'm a pretty picky eater. I don't know if I have, like, a favorite dish to eat. Spaghetti. I'm Italian. Spaghetti. I'll go with that. Pasta. Biff for Smash. Hey Papa, do you like Paper Mario or Mario and Luigi as much as Super Mario RPG? Or do you think Super Mario RPG is a cut above the rest? I like Super Mario RPG better than Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi. I personally like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga was probably the one that I liked the next after Mario RPG. That one felt the closest to like the Mario RPG style game, and sort of the sequel that I'd like to see someday was sort of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Paper Mario games are good though. I do like them. And some of the later Mario and Luigi games, I did kind of like fall out of liking them very much. Same with Paper Mario though. Actually, somebody was asking before what games are in my backlog. I haven't played the new Paper Mario game. That's one that I have been meaning to play. So yeah, I need to get on that. Mario Luigi Superstar Saga is probably right below Mario RPG, and then probably some of the better Paper Mario games. For Mario, like the first one, 64, Paper Mario 64, Thousand Year Door, probably right up there. And then I don't know about later Mario and Luigi games, later Paper Mario games. I'd have to think about it in what order I like those. Blubber wrote, what would you like to see in a possible Super Mario RPG sequel if they ever made one, whether it be regards to plot, characters, or changes and enhancements to the game mechanics? So I was sort of talking about this before with one of the other questions. This one's kind of a repeat. Like Smithy Gang returning, Gino returning, maybe a playable Luigi. I don't know. I mean, I'd just like to see a lot of those characters, a lot of those locations return. Something with Booster being like related to Wario would be cool. Seeing like maybe Rosalina interacting with Gino or something like that. Seeing it tie together with more modern Mario games, I guess, would probably be what I'd like to see. And then also just the return of a lot of that stuff from Mario RPG. Gino, Mallow, Smithy Gang, lots of those characters from that game would be cool to see. Spunk Gamer wrote, hello PapaGenos, would you like to play Fall Guys? I played Fall Guys a little bit, like when it was like a free download, so I grabbed it, played a little bit, played it with some friends. It's all right. I didn't really get pulled into it. If you mean, do I want to play it sometime? Hit me up, sure. I only played it like that first week that it was like big or whatever, and then I stopped. So I'm not that great at it. Miss Personality says, hi PapaGenos, what does the perfect day look like to you in terms of atmosphere, time of day, time of year, weather, etc.? I could make like a Mean Girls joke here, but I like the fall. I like like right now, honestly, when it's like 70 something degrees. I kind of like later in the day, the evening. So like a late fall day with a nice breeze and the foliage and the leaves are down and stuff. I live in New England area, so we get great foliage and stuff. So yeah, that atmosphere is my favorite. Okay, so those were all the booster questions, and now we have the other questions from other people here. Aqua says, do you fart? Yup. I am human. So yes, I do pass gas. Postal Dude, but evil. Hey Papa, how do you feel the growth of your channel? How do I feel the growth of your channel and server? YouTube shows it to me, so I don't have to feel it out at all. How do I feel about the growth of my channel and server? I assume is the question. It's great. It's incredible. Mind-boggling, honestly. I did not expect to be in the position that I'm in right now. It's bizarre. It's awesome. It's really cool. I don't know what else to say about it. It's awesome. It's cool. I'm glad the channel is growing. I'm glad that it continues to grow too. I do see, it goes up and up and up. Where I think it's at like 38 point something thousand right now. I'd love to hit 40,000 before the end of the year. I don't know if that'll happen or not, but that would be really cool. And then like hitting 50,000 would be like a good milestone thing. I don't usually push subscriptions and stuff. I don't, like some YouTubers, the beginning of every video is like, make sure you subscribe, or like they say it in the middle, like they just push it and push it and push it. I kind of say at the end because I didn't know what else to say at the end for the videos. But I think maybe if I hit like 40K, there might be a little bit of a like push to 50K. I don't know. Maybe I'll say like, I'll do something if I hit 50K or something. I don't know. I usually don't do too much stuff like that, but I feel like 40K is a good milestone, and 50K would be a great milestone if I could say, oh man, I have a YouTube channel that hit 50,000 subscribers. That would be so cool. So yeah, we'll see where the channel goes. D-Man, what amiibo do you wish existed that doesn't already exist? Gino. I mean, that's like one of the main things about Gino that makes him so perfect for Smash. That Smash Smash 64 is about toys coming to life out of the toy box, and then we had trophies coming to life, and then toys to life with amiibos, and Geno is a toy that came to life. Like, he's so perfect for that. He got almost no merchandise back in the day, and it would just be awesome to have an official Geno amiibo. He's perfect for that. So hopefully Geno becomes a playable fighter. That would probably be maybe the most disappointing thing about not getting Geno playable if he became like a deluxe Mii costume. Because deluxe Mii costume would still mean, okay, a main Mii gunner, I can kind of play as Geno in Smash. Like, I'd sort of have that. And then I could play Banjo and Little Mac on the side and stuff. Like, it's all three of the characters I wanted. It would look like they're all in Smash. I'd be fairly happy with that. But one big bummer would be there'll be no Geno amiibo. And the Geno amiibo just feels like something like an actual Geno toy that it's a toy-to-life toy, too. Like, it's so perfect. Like, I really hope it happens. Dupli, if you could make one fake or unconfirmed leak real, what would that leak be and why? I guess the Grinch leak. We would have gotten a ton of characters right at the start for base game, and then we'd have gotten like Mach Rider and Isaac. Geno would be in the game. That I guess the Grinch leak, and then hopefully we'd have continued to get DLC after that. So yeah, go with the Grinch leak. Let's see. Another do I fart question. Yup. Beefaroni, is your favorite leaker and why? VR Plant, I guess, because they haven't been wrong and they talk to me. So VR Plant. Pinky Dawn, which fan rules currently standing do you believe is the most logical? I'm trying to think about the different fan rules. The only one that's coming to my mind is like, well, spirits don't deconfirm, but maybe assist trophies deconfirm. But personally, I'm not one that really buys into that particular fan rule. So, I don't know. I'd have to. I don't know. I don't have like a list of the fan rules easily accessible in my head here. They're kind of things that just sort of pop up when I talk about other things, and I go, oh yeah. Sometimes people say that's a fan rule. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the least logical or most logical one would be. Yeah, I don't know. The only one I can think of is assist trophies deconfirmed because we haven't got one yet, but I don't think it's particularly logical. It might not happen, but I think if they wanted to upgrade an assist trophy, they'll just do it. So it is just a fan rule. I don't think... I would think a most logical fan rule would be one that's like, well, yeah, that's definitely true. And then I guess like not getting fourth-party characters, but that's not really a fan rule. Like Sakurai has said that. So characters from other media, characters and things from outside of gaming. So I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough question to answer. Moot the Spook wrote, what is your favorite Super Mario RPG character besides Geno? I really liked Jinx, the like dojo guy. I thought he was really cool. Axum Rangers are really cool. Jonathan Jones is really cool. Those are the ones that come to mind for me. Mallow is also cool. I do like Mallow. Like, he's cool. Part of, like, really liking Geno and wanting Super Mario RPG acknowledged again is because Geno and Mallow were both, like, main characters, and I would love to see them return to Mario in some way. The Beanery wrote, do you like Wario Land? Yes, I do. I like the Wario Land games a lot. Wario Land 4 particularly I really like. But I also like... all the, like, Super Mario Land, the first one, Super Mario Land 2, 6 gold coins, really good game, very underrated game. That was the first appearance of Wario. And then the Wario Land games after that are good. I kept hearing rumors that, like, the Virtual Boy Wario game was maybe going to get a remake or something. I don't know if that's... I don't know. That was, like, a rumor. I don't know if that fell through or what. But yes, I do like the Wario Land games. Really cool. I liked the, like, you don't die. Not in all of them, but the thing where, like, you don't really die, and then... you just get like power-ups by getting hit by enemies was a really, really cool game mechanic. Also, Dr. Mario 64 is like all Wario Land enemies, and then Dr. Mario and Wario. It's a really weird game. Not too many people talk about that. Is really, really odd how they themed it Wario stuff. Dr. Mario 64. Check it out. Check out the characters in that game. They're all from Wario Land. Logan wrote, hey PapaGenos, if you would change anything regarding Final Smashes or movesets of characters in Smash, what would you change? For example, I give Young Link Fierce Deity as his Final Smash, or give Sonic a boost side B. Maybe upgrade Ganondorf a bit more. Those are good ones. The ones that you listed out are good. Maybe upgrade Ganondorf a bit more to be even less Falcon cloney. I love that he has a sword now and stuff, but like... there's no reason to link Ganon with Falcon at all. And I mean, Captain Falcon's moveset is totally arbitrary anyway. But like, yeah, I just think there's so much you could do with him, like throwing blasts and maybe using like a trident and his sword. Like, there's so much you could do with Ganon. So yeah, I guess I'd probably just rework Ganon there, or I would fix Little Mac. Actually, that might be my number one thing. I never. If this is like a one thing I could change, I don't know what the one thing about Mac I would change, but I think it's. I don't see why he has to be bad in the air or have bad recovery. Like, I guess it's something where, like, Sakurai said, like, boxers get all their power from, like, the ground when they twist their, hips to punch and stuff, which I get. But in Punch-Out specifically, Little Mac is tiny, and he usually has to jump to hit all of his enemies. Like, he's a jumping boxer. That's, like, part of what he does. And then he made him bad in the air and bad at recovery. And he's just a bad character. Like, his thing is, I'm bad at something. Like... It's so weird. So yeah, I'd love to rework Little Mac. Just make him a boxing themed character. He doesn't have to be bad in the air at all. Either give him aerials or make him bad at recovery, but have aerials, or bad aerials but good at recovery. Doing both to him is just it hurts. And then he also doesn't really have the best grab. So like, he should have a ground game. Like if he's all about being on the ground, fine, but at least give him a really good grab and have him be able to combo things. And I don't know. He needs to be reworked completely. Count Olaf says, what is your favorite DLC Mii costume in Smash Ultimate so far? Vault Boy, probably. I'm a big Fallout fan, and I never thought Fallout would get into Smash, so yeah, that one's like really cool. I've actually played a bit of Mii Gunner as Vault Boy, just because I think that's cool. Bomberman's also really sweet to have that. I do like Undertale, I do like Cuphead, so those ones are cool too. But Bomberman, it's cool to just have Bomberman look like a playable character, walk around like a playable character and stuff. But Vault Boy is definitely the one that's probably my favorite. Wicked Witch of the Addy. If you had to pick, bearing any DLC from Ultimate, who is your least favorite inclusion in the base game of Ultimate? Least favorite inclusion. Ooh. I'm only gonna think about the like added characters. So Daisy, Ridley, Simon, Richter, K. Rool, Dark Samus, Isabelle, Ken, Incineroar. Out of those, is my least favorite. Incineroar was probably the one I was like, because I want a different Pokemon character. But Richter Belmont probably feels the most like not super necessary, and I probably would have done like Impa or Dixie Kong. Or like Tails or Shadow the Hedgehog or something. Like if it's like I would have probably done a different Echo Fighter. I feel like would have been better. Made the roster feel more complete. Richter doesn't really feel like he needs to be there. I know he's really big in Japan. I know Rondo of Blood is like really big and stuff. So I get it, but he's probably the one that's just the most like, I take him or leave him. Incineroar, I was probably the least excited about, or I thought like, I don't really like that Pokemon. But he's grown on me. I think everybody said this. Like Incineroar's coolest incarnation is in Smash. So most people who were like, Incineroar, is he that cool? Like Incineroar because of Smash. Like I don't know. So yeah, it's probably between Richter and Incineroar, I guess, but Incineroar's grown on me, so I'd probably say Richter. Beezercism says, on a scale of 1 through 10, how based would you say you really are, PapaGenos? I've never gotten the based thing, so a 10, perfect 10, I guess. I don't know. Globby, what made you like Geno? Was it playing the game or like fan art, or did you just like his general design? I played Mario RPG back when I was a kid, back when the game came out. I played it. I bought the strategy guide for it and stuff. Me and my friend, my next door neighbor, I remember playing outside as Mario RPG characters. I was Geno, he was Mallow, so like yeah, we like really liked Mario RPG, and I just liked Geno from the start with that one. As far as like wanting him for Smash, it was sort of like I really like Mario RPG, was really into that. Assumed he would show up again in Mario at some point, never did. Got a little older, internet got a little better. Was able to figure out like, okay, Square moved over to like PlayStation, and that whole thing happened and stuff. And Square and Nintendo started kind of mending things, and then in the lead up to Brawl, it was like, we got like Pit from like Kid Icarus. Obviously, we got like Ice Climbers and stuff in Melee, so it was like, oh man, anybody can get into Smash. And there was this huge push to get Geno in Smash, and I was like, yeah, that's someone I want. Like, I love Mario RPG. I thought Geno was awesome as a kid. I've been waiting to get him back into something Mario. Let's put him in Smash. That'd be great. So that's sort of what just drew me into where I am today with Geno stuff. But yeah, I was into him right from the start. Just thought the game was awesome. He's just cool. So how I got into Geno? Mario RPG right from the start. Angered Shadow says, if you could replace one character from Smash Ultimate's roster except for the originals, who would you replace and why? That's tough. See, this is a tough question. I was just talking about, like, somebody was asking before about, like, who's my least favorite from base game, and I mentioned Richter and how maybe we could have done a different Echo Fighter. But the truth is, once a character is in Smash, they're in one of my favorite games. They're in Smash. So they become not just a character in their own games, they're a character in Smash now. So I end up liking them for that game. Like, they're a character I like. So I could say something like Corrin or Byleth and say, I would have rather gotten somebody else. But once they're in Smash, I grow to like them. And that's part of the reason why sometimes I don't want characters. I feel like maybe we could have gotten somebody better, because I know that I'm now going to like this character. I'm going to want them in Smash. If there's some future Smash game, I'm going to want them to return. I'm going to like their moveset. Like, it just becomes problematic. So I don't really want to replace anybody, to be honest. I guess I would say, like, Corrin or Byleth, I would have rather gotten somebody else. But at this point, do I really want to replace anybody? No. I said before, like, out of base game characters, Richter's probably the one I'm like the most and I think it probably would have been better to get, like, Tails or Dixie Kong, just like a bigger gaming character as an Echo Fighter. If that was who are the Echo Fighters going to be, and one of them was Richter, probably would have rather done something like that. But at this point, do I want Richter out? I don't. Do I want Byleth and Corrin out? I don't. So that's where I'm at with that thinking. Appenskull said, Yo Papa, if Nintendo happens to make a new IP, what genre should they go in for your opinion? Like, they made a shooter genre with Splatoon and a 3D fighting game with ARMS. Oh, man. That's tough. It kind of did open world with, like, Breath of the Wild and stuff. What's something that Nintendo hasn't done that is a game genre or style that I like? Okay, so I actually stopped for a second there, thought about it, and I can't think of anything. I don't know. I don't know. Most things feel like they've done them. The only thing that came to mind was like a horror game, like, or something. I guess Luigi's Mansion kind of fits that though. So I don't know. I don't know. Nintendo surprised me. The Darth Knight said, of all the debunked leaks and theories for Smash so far, which one did you think was the most disappointing when it turned out to be fake? Probably the Grinch leak, I guess, because it made the base game look so awesome and stuff. So yeah, that, or any leak that really had Geno, obviously, is the most disappointing for me, because I want to get Geno. But Grinch leak, because it was so big, it had a lot of cool stuff going for it. It seemed like it could possibly actually happen. A lot of cool characters on there, and then didn't happen. So that was probably the most disappointing leak. Though in retrospect, it was like fun. I had fun with it. It was fun to talk about. It was fun to get hyped. It was fun to just see how it all fell apart. Like, I don't know, leak and speculation stuff is fun to me. Gio Brando wrote, what new thing would you like to be added in Smash and why? Character, stage, mechanic. Geno, I guess. Geno with stage and cool mechanics for him and stuff. I don't know. I'll do each. Okay, so character, I do Geno. Stage, I would have said Minecraft, actually, if I'm going separately, but I guess I would like to see Bowser's Keep as Geno's stage, because we don't have a Bowser Castle stage yet. And mechanic, I could do a specific mechanic for Geno, or something else that just would be, I don't know if the whole mechanic would be added to, like, the whole game. I guess what I'd like to see with Geno, I kind of have a Geno moveset video I want to do, so I don't know if I want to reveal the mechanic I've kind of thought up for him. It's time to tax, but there's a little bit more to it that I have in the way that I would implement Geno. So I'll leave that one for now. We'll leave that one for now. Meta Knight said, what is your favorite show / anime, or really just any recommendations? Love your content, by the way. Thanks. So I have a lot of, like, TV shows and stuff that I watch, so I'll do anime, because that one I actually have an answer for. Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is my favorite anime. It's really good. Samurai Champloo is good too, by the same director, but Cowboy Bebop is my favorite anime. Check it out if you haven't. Livianamago. I can't say names. I suck at pronouncing stuff, and these names are crazy. What time is it? Right now, it is 11 p.m. Pretty late. Dead Lisi says, if you could add alternate costumes to characters, what would be the first costumes you added? I have thought about this before. I'm kind of drawing a blank. Dry Bowser would be cool. There's definitely a bunch of other ones. I have thought about this before, and I am blanking hard. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. I've thought about this before, and for whatever reason, I can't think well right now. Probably because I've been going through these questions for quite a while here. Spooky Shroom said, "What are your thoughts on the community you've built up in your server?" I love it. Kind of mentioned this already a bit, but it's crazy to me that Discord is as big as it is, and it's awesome to have somewhere to talk Smash speculation all the time. I can't believe that I can just go on the server at any time, and it's unusual that a minute or two has gone by without someone saying something. It's way more likely that tons of people are typing at any given time about something, and that's just like leaks and speculation because it's kind of where I hang out because it's what I'm interested in. But the server itself, there's always somebody in somewhere doing something. So yeah, it's crazy. I'm so grateful about it. So many people either watching channel, the YouTube channel, or just in the Discord server, is amazing. So thank you guys, because you guys are obviously the ones that create that. So yeah, thank you guys. Classic Cam 123 says, "What games are you into other than Smash?" Tons. My favorite series is probably Zelda next to Smash. It's between Zelda and Smash. Probably is my favorites. Yudo says, "What is your favorite non-Nintendo game?" I keep going back to Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I don't know if that's my favorite non-Nintendo game, though. I'd have to think about it. It's when I talk about this stuff for this long, just going through all these questions, I get kind of in a rut. My mind I've thought about a few things, and then it's hard to think about other stuff. So I don't know what my favorite non-Nintendo game is. The Zombies Ate My Neighbors comes to mind, though, so I'll go with that. Jude wrote, "Thoughts on Zelos Wilder from Tales of Symphonia?" Zelos is cool. He kind of comes off like a jerk or arrogant. I don't know when you first meet him, but he's cool. He's a cool character. I really like Tales of Symphonia. I like all the characters in your party in that game, so yeah. Do you watch anime? If so, what's your favorite anime of all time? Cowboy Bebop. I said that before. Do you have plans to replay Mario RPG on the channel? I played it in PapaGenos. Well, I didn't really play it. My brother was playing it. I may at some time play it. I was talking about possibly starting to do streaming stuff at some point, so maybe I'll play Mario RPG if I do that. It's been a little while since I've played the game, besides watching my brother play it on the PapaGenos thing. So there is sort of a not a playthrough. It's play until we got Gino, because my brother was my brother is not like RPGs. He's not slow paced games. Not that Mario RPG is a very slow paced game, but it just shows how much he really doesn't like RPGs that much. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe at some point I'll play Mario RPG. Maybe I'll stream it or something. You wrote, "What deluxe Mii costume do you want to see happen?" Shovel Knight probably, or Hollow Knight. Either one of those would be cool. I'd love to see a Mii Sword Fighter Mii costume, get a deluxe Mii costume, because so far we have 1 for Brawler, 3 for Gunner. So yeah, I'd love to see Sword Fighter get some. I'd also, Gino, obviously I'd be okay with as a deluxe, like I've said. So if he can't be anything, if he can't be playable, I'd like to see him as a deluxe. And same for Rayman. I'd love to see Rayman playable, but if he can be a brawler, cool. Yeah, just give us characters that are good as deluxe Mii costumes. If they can't be playable, I'm happy to just see them kind of get in. It's cool to see Bomberman, for instance. I'd love to see the same thing happen to Shovel Knight. Yeah, but Mii Sword Fighter is who I'd like to see get some deluxes. So Hollow Knight and Shovel Knight specifically come to mind. Apo wrote, "What got you into Smash speculation, and why are you still into Smash speculation to this day?" Well, I don't know what first got me into it. I think I just always I like Nintendo stuff, so I've always just been a big fan of Nintendo stuff. I was into Smash right from the get-go, Smash 64. I don't know if I first heard about it in Nintendo Power or if I first saw that commercial for it. Nintendo Power kind of downplayed Smash when it first was coming out. I know the game was kind of rushed and sort of came out of nowhere, but Smash 64, I was like, wow, this game's awesome. And then Melee came out, also sort of, I think I kind of knew Melee was coming out for a little bit, but the internet was young and stuff. So I'd speculate with my friends, oh man, it'd be so cool if we got this character and stuff. I probably didn't speculate too much in between 64 and Melee. They happened really quick in between each other, and it wasn't really in my mind to be oh yeah, what characters would we get? And then after Melee getting really out there stuff like Ice Climbers and Game & Watch, Like characters like that, I think really made it feel like, oh yeah, Smash can get like anything in it. That's pretty cool. And then when Brawl, got announced, it was like we got this Snake, so like third parties are possible, and like Pit was even more like, oh man, they're just pulling stuff from old things. So yeah, that was what kind of drove me to be like, Smash speculation is cool, and I started doing it online on Smash boards, and I think it's called Brawl Central. Was I was on Brawl Central for like a year probably before I actually made the Smashboards account, speculating Smash. So Brawl Central's gone now. As far as I think that was the name of the site. I was Little Mac on there. So I don't know what's kept me with speculation. I just really like Smash. I love the idea of. I like gaming. I mean, my room's like all gaming stuff. I've always been into gaming my whole life, specifically Nintendo stuff. So seeing it as a celebration of gaming, seeing it as a celebration of Nintendo was just so cool to see all these characters in one place battling it out. It's just such a cool thing. And speculating who might get in next or what we might see next for this. I just love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, it's a big thing for me. I like it. Mars says, how would you feel if Frogger got into Smash? I would love to see Frogger in Smash. I love Frogger. He's back. My brother loves Frogger. He's back even more than I do. And Frogger is like a really cool retro arcade game rep. And I feel like we need more of those. Dig Dug, who I know has a name like Taizo something. But yeah, Frogger would be awesome to see. We have Pac-Man, and that's about it for like arcade game stuff. Frogger would be amazing to get. He's a big gaming icon. I don't know how big Frogger is in Japan. I guess that would be my only question. I don't know, like Dig Dug, Frogger, the whole arcade game scene from like the late 70s, early 80s. I don't know what that looked like in Japan, if it was the same games and stuff. So I don't know if they have that same iconic quality that they do here. I imagine they probably do. So yeah, I'd love to see Frogger in Smash. Skater said, if you had to change your username on every social media platform you ever created an account, what would the new username be? Probably Geno's Papa, because that's what I've used on like Twitter, because PapaGenos was already taken, and Twitch, I'm Geno's Papa, so I'd probably just do that because it keeps the brand what it is, but changes it slightly. What's your first video game I ever played? I'm not sure, actually. I know the first game that I ever like that was bought in like for me kinda was Sonic the Hedgehog on a Genesis, but we had an NES lying around the house before that with like Zelda and Punch Out and Original Mario. I don't know what the first one was that I ever played. Sonic was the first game that was like the Genesis was mine and Sonic was like my game, so that was, I guess, kind of that, but I'm sure I had played a video game before that. I don't know what the first game I ever played was. Shroom had the NES was like my dad's, and it was like at my grandmother's house, just to clarify that. But then the Genesis was like, I don't know if it was like for my birthday or something, and my dad and my uncle still played the Genesis a lot, probably more than I did, but it was supposedly mine. Shroomhead says, what kind of music do you listen to? All sorts of stuff. Most of my music taste comes from, very proudly, Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. That was where a lot of my musical taste has come from, so I still listen to a lot of the soundtracks or bands that were in those games I then got into. So yeah, like punk stuff was big with me back in the day. And I listen to like anything, honestly. So yeah, I don't know. I listen to a lot of different music. Nothing in particular. Sammy, hey Papa, out of curiosity, can you say Kiryu-chan? It would be awesome if you said Kiryu-chan, I think. Well, I just said it. Hey Papa, can you say Kiryu-chan? That would be pretty cool if you did, says Boo Yukin. Well, I just said it a bunch. There you go. MJCW64 says, do you have a favorite song or music track in Super Smash Bros. Series? My favorite song, the whole Smash Bros. Series. I don't know. I like a lot of the different songs. Not one in particular that comes to mind. The Banjo-Kazooie music was awesome to get in Smash, so I like that stuff. I'm trying to think of like Smash-specific songs. A lot of the F-Zero music is cool. I kind of consider that music to me feels more like Smash than F-Zero, just because that's where I hear it the most. Hyrule Temple music I always liked from like Melee. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. I like a lot of the music from Smash. Metroid music's really good. I could list off so many. Sonic music's really good. A lot of it. I don't know. I don't have a favorite. Minecraft Steve, what was the most shocking character reveal from you? Most shocking was probably Joker because I'd basically given up hope that an actual character reveal would happen at the Game Awards, and then it did, and I never thought Joker. I'm not even a big Persona fan. Like I still haven't really played any of the Persona games, Shin Megami Tensei, anything like that. I still haven't played Persona 5, but I knew the character. I have friends who are fans of that series and stuff, and that was just like what? Like I was so surprised about that character reveal. It was probably the most shocking. That or I mean, if we're going for non-ultimate stuff, maybe like Cloud. Cloud was also just like, whoa, really? And then the Geno Mii costume was like, oh snap! Well, we might actually have a chance here. Imagine Ken said, "Got milk?" I drank milk earlier today, so yeah, I think there's milk in my fridge. Let's see. King of Fargus says, Papa, what's your favorite RNG element in Ultimate? Luigi Misfire, Peach Turnip, Game & Watch Judgment, or Hero Spells? Game & Watch Judgment. I love just throwing out the numbers. I don't play as Game & Watch that often, but just throwing that out. And just it's so mean when you get like a 9. You're just like, I got it. Duckmeat says, what are some of your favorite movies of all time? Oh, people asked me this before. I said horror movies before. I really like anything by Stanley Kubrick or Quentin Tarantino. I really like. Both those directors are really great in my opinion. I'm trying to think of like just a movie that stands out. It's like my favorite movie. I like a lot of Kurosawa stuff actually. It's like old black and white samurai movies. Some of his stuff's in color. So I like that stuff. I don't know, man. It's tough. That's like I could have a whole discussion about movies, but it's such a broad subject. Like I need like someone to mention a movie, like, oh yeah, I like that one too, and I could talk all day about it. Something else, I could go back and forth talking about movies, but it's kind of like saying what's your favorite video game of all time, and it's tough to say. Like it's tough to say that and then not just branch out into everything about movies. I like movies a lot, so I don't know. The Ape's Son, what's your Goombasona, and what would he look like? Is that like a Goomba that is me? I guess it would be a Goomba with like a Geno hat, I guess. The Raven King. Hey Papa, what historical leader from Civilization would you like to put in? So like who would I like to get in Smash? Gandhi. Good answer. It's a Fight Club reference. Fight Club's another good movie, so there you go. I've pulled the movie thing in here. Andre likes SPVZ. Papa, which one of the missing DLC Mii costumes will return in Smash Ultimate in a future fighter update? I don't know. We have like all the Mii costumes that are missing now. Lloyd, Geno, Monster Hunter, besides like Chocobo and maybe like because there's 2 different Monster Hunter things are like potential playable characters. So, oh man, I don't know. I'd love to see all of them as playable characters, but we only have 4 spots, so I don't know what's going to happen. Inhabitants of a Dead World said, would you prefer if I called you Papa or Genos? Either or is fine. Or Brandon. Like that's I made the PapaGenos name as like a pun on a pizza restaurant for Geno. I thought it was funny. I never thought too hard about people calling me it, but then it became a YouTube channel. So it became me. I don't know. Either or, whatever you're comfortable with, I'm cool with. Lux says, Papa, what is your favorite Nintendo franchise besides Smash, or maybe even more than Smash? Zelda. I really love the Zelda series. Connor CD Row, is there a chance we ever get to know your real name, assuming it isn't already known? It's Brandon. I already said it. So yeah, it is already known. It's Brandon. Let me scroll up here. Crazy said, my question comes from an interview with Sakurai years back. Do you break hearts or get your heart broken? Oh, I get my heart broken. Way more. Yeah, sad heartbreak is definitely more something I get hit with. I don't usually hit other people with that, I feel like, anyway. So yeah, unfortunate. Or Van Tepes. This question will be a little more on the casual side. Do you like chocolate? If so, which type of chocolate do you like best? Milk chocolate. I do like chocolate. Spooky Shed says, what do you think about the idea of Roblox representation in Smash Ultimate? It won't happen most likely, but I'm curious to see your thoughts on how it might work. We already got Minecraft. Roblox always felt like kind of Minecraft-y, but Minecraft's the bigger one. So I've never gotten into Roblox. I don't know much about it. That's how I've always seen it. So yeah, I doubt anything Roblox can get into Smash. So I don't know enough about it to say much on it. We have Minecraft, so yeah, that's all I think we're gonna get as far as those type of games. Kazoo, what's your favorite Ultimate player to watch? That's tough. Who's my favorite Ultimate player to watch? I don't think I have a favorite Ultimate player, though I do sometimes watch competitive Ultimate stuff, and I do sometimes check out like how to play characters really well and seeing that sort of stuff. But Isaiah is probably my favorite Smash player to watch. But they mostly play Smash 64. But the stuff they do in Smash 64 is really cool to watch. So I'd say Isaiah is my favorite Smash player to watch. Ultimate player, probably don't have one. Exclamation point. Hey, PapaGenos, what is your top 5 favorite games of all time? Somebody I think asked this before. I don't know. Ocarina of Time is my favorite game. As far as other ones, I don't know. I sort of already asked that one, so I already was asked that one, so I'm going to move on. Gastordor H said, "Hey there, PapaGenos. When it comes to video games that have a heavy focus on story, what do you look for in that story? What elements make it a great story for you?" It's weird. I care a lot about story and plot and stuff for movies and books and things. As far as video games go, I kind of prefer a more concise story, I guess, just because of how games are and stuff. I guess I'll say a twist, actually. Twists can be kind of lame in movies and books and TV shows and stuff if they're just not handled that great. But in video games, a twist can be really good because it usually... You're playing the game and you think you get the whole game, and then the twist happens, and then the game is very different. For instance, when I first played A Link to the Past, I really thought getting the Master Sword was like the end of the game. Even though you went to the Dark World already, I really didn't think I'd get to like explore it. I actually thought like that's the end of the game, and then the Dark World happened. There's a ton more dungeons, and I was like, whoa. So things like that, I think enhance games a lot storyline wise. If you can set people up to think this is the game, and then there's a twist and a lot more, all of a sudden the game's much bigger. I think is really good to add into gaming specifically. Yolkai said Gino ? Yes. I don't know. RCI 22. How did the server begin and what made it really take off? So you're talking about the Discord server specifically and not the YouTube channel. I don't know exactly. A lot of people on the YouTube channel were asking me to do a Discord server. I don't think they're necessarily... I don't know Discord super well. I don't know how many other channels are out there, so I don't want to say that there wasn't a channel for Smash speculation specifically. Obviously, this channel has grown way bigger than that. It's just gaming and hanging out and everything, speculating and stuff about other games besides Smash. But I made one. I think it happened right at sort of the peak of Smash Ultimate. I mean, it was October. Was it 2018 when Smash came out? So like October 2018. That's before. It was like right before I think the Grinch leak, after we had gotten cool characters like Ridley and K. Rool and Simon Belmont announced, everybody anticipating the game and stuff. So I think it was just the perfect time to get a lot of people in here. But it stayed obviously very popular server and stuff. So I don't know what really made it take off, but I think it was just good timing. And then why I did it to begin with, just people were just asking me. I really didn't know that much about Discord. Nefera Pitu, I can't say names. Hey, PapaGenos, what is your opinion on a Nintendo crossover action RPG in the style of Kingdom Hearts, where you travel to each individual Nintendo world? Yeah, that'd be awesome. I think Nintendo's kind of crazy to not realize that the reason Smash is so popular is the crossover element. I mean, the gameplay is awesome. People really like the platform fighting game element, obviously. But the real draw to Smash is that it's all these things in one game. And why Nintendo hasn't capitalized on that in other things yet, I don't know. And I know Sakurai's attempted with like Subspace Emissary and Brawl to, try to do everything with that in one game, but it's kind of too much. Like I get that. It's too much. You can't do that, which is sort of why we got World of Light with the spirits and stuff rather than a whole big game with lots of cinematic cutscenes and stuff, characters interacting. But if you did something like an RPG, like a Smash RPG, you could do that. I think they should do that. Smash racing game, instead of Mario Kart, do Smash racing and have all these characters. That sort of stuff. I think. I don't know why Nintendo hasn't dipped into that sort of thing. They understand Smash is huge, but sometimes Nintendo can just be really tone deaf to why things are working. It kind of reminds me of. This isn't really Nintendo, but Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, like Pokemon Go was really big, and for some reason, I don't think they quite understood why it was big. I think they really thought it's big because you toss the Pokeball, and it's big because it's on a phone. It's kind of big because it's on a phone, but it was more because it's Pokemon in real life. Like, and somehow then they added the tossing thing to the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee game, and they try to make more phone games, and like somehow they're like, it goes over their head like why this was popular. I feel the same thing happens with Smash with Nintendo. Like, I think they sometimes just aren't catching like why Smash is big. It's because of the crossover. It's obvious. So you can do an RPG, you can do a racing game, you can do other games with the big crossover element, and it'll be just as popular. I honestly thought when Amiibos came out, because we had like Skylanders and Disney Infinity, I thought there was going to be like a Nintendo one, and it was like Smash uses these, and then there was going to be just a Nintendo Amiibo game, and just, you just use the same Amiibos, and it would be some sort of like big RPG or whatever action game, whatever it was going to be, with all these characters. But somehow Nintendo just they don't capitalize on it. Hopefully they will. Mario said, PapaGenos, have you played Terraria? Yeah, I actually mentioned it earlier. I did. I played Minecraft, and then Terraria, and then stopped. And then a few years later, all of a sudden, Minecraft was super popular and all over the place, and I was baffled. So, yeah, I played that back in the day. So I want to say, I don't know when Minecraft and Terraria and stuff came out. It was something like 2008, 2010, 11, somewhere in there. I was playing Minecraft and then moved to Terraria, played both a little bit, and then kind of stopped both, and then all of a sudden saw toys and stuff from them years later, and I was like, wow, that's weird. Okay, Mr. PP says, what would you want to see in either a Super Mario RPG sequel or remake? I already answered that, so I'm going to move on. Kit and the Sky. Hi, PapaGenos. What's your favorite superhero and why? Ooh, my favorite superhero. Hellboy, probably. Ninja Turtles, if you count them as a superhero. I like Hellboy, and Ninja Turtles are probably my favorite superhero comics. If they're counted as superheroes. More traditional superheroes, probably Batman or Spider-Man, just because Spider-Man deals with real life stuff, and I always found that really interesting, and it's just better writing to have, see Peter Parker deal with his day-to-day life and stuff. And then Batman just has some of the best comics. Specifically, his rogues gallery of villains is awesome, and there's just a lot of interesting stuff going on with the psyche of his villains and him and all that stuff. So yeah, probably between Batman and Spider-Man if we're talking like traditional superheroes. If we're branching out further than that, I don't know if Ninja Turtles are considered superheroes, but Hellboy, I love the Hellboy comics. Really like the art style for it. Love the subject matter of all the... I mean, it's all over the place with subject matter, but it's really cool. The, occult stuff and folklore stuff. I think it's so cool. Khalid Ibn al-Walid said, hi, PapaGenos. My question is, what character do you predict will be the final 4 remaining DLC characters in Smash Ultimate? I kind of made a video with this before. I don't know if this question was asked before I made that video, but I was saying Crash, Ryu Hayabusa, Dante, Gino. So I'll stick with that. That seems like a decent guess as of right now. Nothing's really changed my mind too much. Maybe swap somebody out for like Doomguy or Master Chief, but other than that, that's kind of where I'm at. Michael said, if you were to go on a date with a female Nintendo character, who would it be? I don't know. Is Bayonetta considered Nintendo? I don't know. I'll go with Bayonetta if I'm allowed to. If it's not Bayonetta, then I guess Samus is probably the most attractive Nintendo character to me. Stripe said, if you could make any video game into a movie, what would it be and who would be the lead role? I'd probably make Zelda into a movie. I feel like Zelda could actually make a decent movie. Who would play the lead role? I would probably get some unknown person. I think trying to do a already known actor as Link would be a mistake. I think trying to get someone who's just completely unknown to be Link would probably be the better way to do that. I wish more movies actually would do that. More movies and TV shows would pick unknown actors to just open like casting call stuff. I think you end up with better stuff than just recycling the same people all the time for roles. Sometimes that's good. I mean, obviously there's good actors. They should get multiple roles and stuff, obviously. But specifically for something like Link, who is sort of an iconic character, I think it would take away from the movie if you did someone who's a well-known actor. Maybe somebody who's just not super well-known. Nobody's coming to mind, though, so I'd probably try to do somebody unknown. right, let me scroll down here. Bingo Bosal says, PapaGenos, how does it feel to be like one of the most famous in speculation area of Smash around the world? At least here in South America, you're very, very popular. Oh, cool. It's weird. I'll say it's weird. It's awesome. It's really cool. But it is definitely strange. I didn't expect for this to like blow up the way it did and stuff. I have been noticed some places, which is kind of cool. I've been noticed like out and about. Probably the coolest getting noticed story that I have is I was out to dinner with my brother and his friend who was at college. This was like over a year ago or so. His brother who was at college, sorry, my brother's friend who was at college texted him and said that he was like walking down his dorm hall and he heard my voice and he like knocked on the door and the kid in there was watching like one of my videos and he was like, oh, I know that guy. I play Ultimate Frisbee with him because I play a lot of Ultimate Frisbee with my brother and his friends and stuff. He was like, whoa, really? And like kind of didn't believe him. So he texted my brother and I had to take a picture of myself with a napkin from the restaurant we were at and just said like, I said, hi, Ryan, because his name was Ryan. So I was like, held that up, took a picture, sent it over so he could prove that. That was weird. Yeah, so it's really cool, but yeah, unexpected, not something I thought I'd be known for someday, speculating Smash stuff. Frank says, hi, Papa. If you could have a rap battle about something, what would it be? How good are your rapping skills? I can barely talk and read something, so probably not that great. And this is about what I would rap about? Life on the speculation streets? I don't know. I don't know. What would I rap about? I don't know. I guess I'd probably try to have something prepared because freestyle rapping seems very difficult. I'm very impressed if anyone's able to do that. Jay Devi, hey PapaGenos, do you know anyone in your life named Gino, or Gino? Either way. How are they as a person? I don't know anybody with that name. Nope. Virgil Ben Steen says, is it true that you were an extra in the movie Kick-Ass 2? Yep, I was. I was involved quite a bit with the Kick-Ass stuff, the comics and the movies and stuff, for the second movie anyway. Yeah, I was an extra in that movie. If you want to look for me, I have a like a Jason mask, like a hockey mask, and I have a big sign it says caution on it. It's like a caution sign, like a yellow caution sign, and I'm at the end of Kick-Ass 2 when they do the big fight scene. I'm one of the superheroes. I'm like a crossing guard superhero, so I have the big caution sign, all yellow with the white hockey mask face and the caution sign. The caution sign's really easy to see, so look for that and you can see me in it. R.I.P. Cookie Monster says, what kind of music do you listen to and how often? Somebody already asked this. You can name your main genres, or if you're like me, mention how you like all music or whatever. I kind of just like all music. I said before, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games pulled me into a lot of music. When I was in high school, a lot of my friends were like in bands and really into music, and that wasn't really my thing, but a lot of my friends were into that stuff. So I mostly just relied on them to be like, what music is interesting. What are you guys into and stuff, and to hear it and hear things and just choose what I liked from them and from what they were listening to. So yeah, I've never been the music guy in my group of friends, but I do like music. I kind of like everything, I guess. Linkmaster says, hey PapaGenos, where do you see the Discord server or your YouTube channel going after Smash Ultimate is finally complete? I'd say the Discord server seems to be just a nice community. They talk about a lot of things. Just gaming news and stuff is always being talked about. Speculating other things, talking about leaks for other games and stuff, talking about just other games and stuff. So I think the Discord server will be totally fine. As far as the YouTube channel goes, I'd like to try to dip into streaming and stuff fairly soon. Probably do some regular streaming, so I'll have that. But I'll probably also speculate about other games and things. I've talked about, there's like a Bowser's Fury speculation video I did. I talked about Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 stuff. So probably just general speculation for Nintendo games or games that I like will probably, be whatever happens after Smash Ultimate. So I understand that there'll probably be obviously less to talk about. I'm not quite as into random game stuff, but there'll always be Nintendo games that I am really into. Like I said, I like the Zelda series almost as much as Smash Ultimate, so whatever's going on with Zelda stuff that's worth speculating, whatever's going on with Mario stuff that's worth speculating. Obviously there's like a rumor about a Mario RPG remake or sequel or something. I don't know how true that rumor is, but stuff like that I'll continue obviously to talk about. after Smash Ultimate. So yeah, there'll definitely still be a channel. I don't know if it'll slow down or what, but I'll definitely just keep it going with whatever happens, whatever I'm passionate about. Cappy says, besides YouTube and gaming, what do you like to do? What movies do you like? Just what else are you passionate about? So I talked a little bit about movies before and how difficult it is to talk about movies I like. But one thing I do really like is movies and TV shows and stuff. I do follow a lot of TV shows and like a lot of movies and whatnot. I like to play Ultimate Frisbee. I mentioned that. I do have... I was really into... sword fighting stuff, like weapon fighting stuff. I was into like martial arts type stuff, specifically weapon fighting stuff for a while there. I skateboarded back in the day, which I've sort of busted out again because of the Tony Hawk stuff. Just hanging out with my friends and stuff. I really like to travel if possible. It's really cool. I like history. I went to school to be a history teacher, so that's something I really like. I said I worked at a Hollywood video movie rental store before working in gaming, retro gaming store. So yeah, I was into movies and stuff. So yeah, I like all sorts of stuff. Definitely have a lot of different passions and lots of different things that I like. Despite the whole room being like gaming stuff, I do like a lot of stuff. Cartoons, big into cartoons and stuff. So yeah. Aegis Toaster says, hey PapaGenos, I've always thought of your name as a pizza place / company. Could you make a Genos themed pizza video or make a fake pizza leak on April Fools? Or have you made anything pizza theme related officially? So it is a joke on a pizza place because there is a PapaGenos pizza restaurant chain. It's with an I though, but yes, the idea was that Gino was like an Italian name and PapaGenos sounds like a pizza place. That was the whole idea. I think in like a video or two said something about like, I got this fresh leek for you guys. This is a pizza thing. I did something that was like a long time ago, and it was in some random video. So that's probably, I think, the extent of what I've done. But yeah, I did think kind of earlier on about maybe theming the whole channel more like pizza restaurant themed, and then just for whatever reason kind of moved away from it, and it sort of became its own like Gino themed thing. Just seemed to work better. But yeah, that's part of where the name comes from and stuff. Padre, do you support Heavy for Smash? Yes or yes? I'll choose yes. I do like Team Fortress 2. I used to play that. I like Valve stuff a lot. So yeah, I'd be all about getting a Valve rep. Personally, Left 4 Dead is the Valve game that I like the best. And I think Shell from Portal would probably be the best Valve rep. But I'm cool with Heavy. Be cool. I'd be into it. Oscar says, when does the Shovel Knight King of Cards Let's Play start? Or are you not doing that until King Knight gets in Smash? Yeah, I don't know. I beat Shovel Knight, just the base game, back on the 3DS. I think I had it for, and yeah, it was on the 3DS. And I didn't play I played I think the Plague Knight stuff. I don't think I played King of Cards. Is it out yet? I remember waiting for the amiibos, and I don't know if the game was still in the works. I definitely kind of like fell out of the Shovel Knight stuff. So yeah, I haven't played that one. Morgana, have you played Persona? And if so, who's your favorite character? No, I haven't. I have friends who played it. I've watched friends play bits of it, but I have not played Persona myself. I really need to. I was like gonna play Persona 5 because like Joker came out and stuff. But like I kept thinking like, oh, it's probably gonna come out for Switch, and then it never came out for Switch. So yeah, didn't happen. Adrianette, got a story about a rude customer from work. Oh man, tons probably. Okay, there was when I first worked at GameStop. So, man, I don't want to get too long of a story because I'm trying to get through these. When I first worked at GameStop, my first night like on register was Black Friday that year, which was crazy. And I only had done one transaction before Black Friday, and the one transaction I did was like, I was with like I don't think it was the manager, it was maybe like assistant manager or something, I forget how it works, was with me, and he was like, all right, so you're gonna ring out the next person. This was like the night before Black Friday or 2 nights before or something, the day I worked before doing Black Friday, and I had never done register at GameStop. I'd worked at a retro game store for like 5 years. It closed, got a job at GameStop. But I don't know the GameStop system and stuff. So he's like, all right, you ring out the next customer. I was like, okay, cool. So the person comes up, and the again, an assistant manager, whoever he was like, "Is it okay if he rings you out? This is like his first time doing this or whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine." Hands us the game. Guy's totally cool. I go to get the game. I can't find it. I tell the manager, I'm like, I'm not seeing it here. The manager looks. He can't find it. And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Like, we don't have the game because we didn't keep the discs in the cases." And he's like, "What the F? Blah, blah, blah." Like, he's just, like, swearing at us and then storms out. And then the manager just looks at me and he's like, "I'm sorry, that was your first customer interaction." I was like, "Oh, all right, I don't know, whatever, it happens." I was used to, like, stuff like that happening. I worked a lot of retail before that, so it wasn't that big a deal. But that was my first and only transaction, which wasn't even a transaction. I didn't even get to do it because we couldn't find the disc. And then the next time was midnight Black Friday. I come in and I had to work like the midnight Black Friday shift, and just, I don't know how I got through that. It was probably the craziest night of any job I've ever had. We had a gigantic line, and yeah, I'm getting way off track reading these things. Yeah, so that's one rude customer interaction I won't forget because it happened like like right when this was like going to be the one time I was going to get to use the computer before Black Friday because I had just been hired for that. So yeah, GameStop's a little nuts to work for, especially if you just do the holiday help. You might end up in a situation where your first time on register is just Black Friday and you haven't been on register yet. So be careful. Be careful working for GameStop. Revenant Gaming says, "What is your favorite Doom game?" Doom 64 I probably played the most just because I really like N64 games, so I guess I'll say Doom 64. Mexleo or Mexleo? I don't know how to read that. Do you think Steve has beard or smile? Excuse me. Hold on. I think it's supposed to be a beard. Though I see the smile. Like, I can see it either way, but I think it's supposed to be a beard. McMahon guy. Let me scroll down here. Tales of Symphonia is basically a JRPG where battles are fought in a style reminiscent of Smash Bros. And I'm a huge fan. As such, I have always felt that Smash Bros. has huge utilized story mode potential. I feel like you could make an entire game out of just the concept Smash JRPG. Although I enjoyed Subspace Emissary, I always felt it was just the tip of the iceberg for what was possible for the series. World of Light was good in a completely different way. If/when Smash continues in a sequel, do you see the return of a big story mode like Subspace? What do you think that might look like, and how might that formula go even further beyond? So I sort of talked about this before. I think the crossover aspect of Smash is so huge and awesome, and really underutilized. So yeah, I'd love to see them do something with that. Honestly, if you want to continue Smash and you can't beat Smash Ultimate, maybe just do a Smash RPG game and make it, the battles kind of play like Tales of Symphonia, or the Tales of, kind of live action stuff. That'd be a good idea. So yeah, maybe do something like that, or Smash Racing game. I think doing something different with Smash after Ultimate, either continuing Ultimate with more fighter passes in the future, maybe take a break and then do another fighter pass down the line, or take a left turn and do a Smash RPG or something next. I think is probably the right idea. I think trying to just do Smash Extreme or something, a few years from now, and not having all the characters return and stuff is just, why do that? Ronnie Boss says, "Say PapaGenos, if Geno got into Smash, would you want another character? If so, then who?" I think I said this before. Geno's my number one right now. It was Geno, Little Mac, Banjo-Kazooie. I have 2 out of 3. So I'm just waiting for Geno. And then below him is probably like 10 to 20 characters I want for different reasons, but sort of equally. I'm a big fan of Tales of Symphonia, so I'd love to see Lloyd. But I also like Crash Bandicoot and would love to see Crash get into Smash. I think a first-person shooter rep, and I'm a fan of Doom. Doom guy would be cool. So it's really hard to rate those characters and say, this one's above this one for me. They're kind of all just like characters I want for different reasons. So like, do I want Crash in Smash more than Lloyd in Smash? No. It's more like, again, 10 to 20 characters I'd really love to see in Smash and I get really excited for, but they're not part of my like most wanted. So it's really hard to say like somebody else takes that most wanted spot after Geno. I don't think anyone does. I've had that before. Like Little Mac got in, then I wanted Banjo. Geno got in, then I want Geno. So those 3 were always at the top. But then it's just like, again, 10 or 20 below them that I can't really differentiate a tiers list for them for who I want the most. Vidge/Judy wrote, "What's your personal funniest moment or trend in leak spec history? Mine was the whole boom in Frogger fans that came out of nowhere after a certain leak mentioned him." Oh man, there's been so many funny moments in like leaks and speculation stuff. I don't have one that like comes to mind, but there have been a lot. I'd have to go through and like look at all my old videos and stuff to be like, oh yeah, that when that happened, that was hilarious. Nothing comes to mind. Solmer says, what's your thoughts on this cat? His name is Waffles. Waffles looks like a good kitty. I'm cool with Waffles. Epicness Gamer 6969 row, would you consider yourself to be based? Someone asked me that before. I think I gave myself a 10 out of 10 based, so sure. I don't really know the based thing. Like I've heard it, and I don't really know exactly it's saying. KK, slide into my DMs. Have you ever thought about starting or being on a podcast about Smash or anything else? I've done podcasts, like I've done some collaborations with different podcasts, doing my own. Yeah, maybe at some point. Stuff like this just feels kind of podcasty though, and I've done some things like that. I think I did a PapaGenos thing a couple times with the X45X. I'll probably continue those in the future. I don't know if I'll do a regular podcast, maybe streaming a regular podcast. I should probably start doing those things, just because they're fun to do. The Legend of Oscar wrote, hey, PapaGenos, are you ever going to play Smash on your channel, or at least have a plan, ever plan on streaming it? I would love to see your Little Mac and Banjo skills. I'm not that good at Smash. I'm going to throw that out there. My brother's better than I am at Smash by quite a bit. But yeah, like I said, I want to do streaming at some point, so if I streamed, I'd probably do Smash stuff, but don't expect me to be all that great at Smash. I'm just really not that great at it. I've sort of explained this before, but I worked at a retro game store. We did Smash every Friday and Saturday night, but I was generally working, and that was before Smash 4, so we played like Melee and Project M, and then Smash 4 came out for 3DS, and then for Wii U and stuff. And we did some tournaments. We did some 64 tournaments. We did tournaments for like everything, and did Friday night Smash stuff, Friday and Saturday night Smash. And I participated in a few things. I can kind of hold my own at like a locals tournament type thing, but I'm not like, I don't win them or anything. My brother is the type who can actually like win a locals. So I think if Gino gets in Smash, I really want to buckle down and like get good at him. That might even be something I continue with the channel. Like if Gino got in last and like where's the channel going afterwards, maybe I'll just stream myself playing as him, trying to get good, see if I can reach out to maybe some people who are good at Smash and like, see if I can actually get good at Smash. But I'm just okay at Smash, and it's like weird. I can get like decent at Smash, but I have to practice. And I feel like once I haven't played for a few days, I suck again, and I have to like play. I really think Smash is something you have to like stick with if you want to get good with it. It's about playing like often, because the difference between I think being good at Smash and being bad at Smash is like it can be like being slightly faster at something. So yeah, you really have to keep up with it. Kremling Man, hey PapaGenos, how likely do you think Gino will be in Fighter Pass Volume 2? I think he's pretty likely. If we talk about Deluxe Me and playable, I think he's almost certainly in. If we think just playable, I think he has a good shot. I don't know number-wise if I'd say like 50-50 or what, but I think he has a good chance as far as characters go. He's at least in top 10, top 5, somewhere in there, characters to get in, and we have 4 more. So yeah, I think he's right in there. But Smash is so unpredictable, it's hard to say. Mr. Bourne says, thoughts on Danganronpa and possible representation in Smash Bros. Maybe. It's not a series I'm too familiar with, though I have friends who really like it. It's possible. I know the subject matter is a little out there, but Smash has like Fallout and Persona and stuff. So, possible. It's possible. I'm not counting on it, but things that I haven't counted on, Undertale and stuff, have gotten in Smash. So yeah, totally possible. Have I ever considered doing a Let's Play or generating gaming content outside of speculation? So I did PapaGene Bros. It is on the channel. And then I had, not really my Let's Play channel. It was me, X45X, and another friend of ours, Prince Buffoon, had Try Attack. You can look up Try Attack, which was some Let's Play. So I may try to do more stuff like that. Like I said, I want to kind of do streaming, do other things. So yeah, I do plan on branching out into those things. I guess the problem is I've been planning to branch out into those things for like well over a year and just haven't done it. So I really need to kind of take my own advice here and just do it. Just don't care about if everything's perfect. Just start doing it. Ghastly Spectre says, hello, hi PapaGenos. I remember you mentioning being a fan of Pokemon Puzzle League Paneled Upon. Yes, I am. Before, but are there any other similar puzzle games you like as well? Yeah, I like puzzle games. None are coming to mind. Paneled Upon Pokemon Puzzle League, that game, particularly I really like. I like original Tetris and stuff too, like Tetris 99 I'll sometimes play. But yeah, Paneled Upon is probably my favorite of those. I do like the Puyo Puyo, like Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine and stuff. Did play those, but I like Paneled Upon best out of those puzzle games. Byleth says, what got you into Smash? What's your first Smash game? First Smash game was Smash 64. I don't even remember where I first heard about it. It was either Nintendo Power or that Smash commercial where they're like going through the field. I do know Nintendo Power kind of downplayed it. Like, it's not, Smash 64 wasn't on the cover of a Nintendo Power magazine. It's like a little blurb, one about Beetle Adventure Racing, which is a pretty good game. And I don't remember. I know Smash 64 came out of nowhere. It was like it was in Nintendo Power, and that commercial came out maybe like only a few months like before it was out. Maybe even like a month or 2 months or something. It was just all of a sudden out. It was the first time I heard about it. All of a sudden, bam. But I bought it pretty. I don't know if I bought it as soon as it came out, but within a month or two probably of when it was out. I really wanted it, bought it, and loved it ever since. So I've been into Smash pretty much since the get-go. Tylor, going into next generation, what are some IPs that deserve a comeback? I can think of a few from the top of my head, but I would say the 3 series I want to see return are SSX, Soldier of Fortune, and Kung Fu Chaos. Yeah, Kung Fu Chaos was cool. Time Splitters I'd love to see. Cell Damage would be cool. Golden Sun, Mario RPG, if that's considered a series. Zombies Ate My Neighbors I'd love to see return. I could probably think of a ton. There's a lot of games I really like. Lego Anakin effing died. Okay. Hello, Papa. Why exactly do we call you Papa? Is it a power move thing? It was because I made the joke PapaGenos as like a Italian pizza restaurant type place with the name Gino for my Smashboards username back in like 2007-ish, and then made the YouTube channel, called it the same thing, and there you go. It just kind of stuck as that. So yeah, I think I said earlier, I never intended people to call me Papa. It just sort of happened. The Spooky Ore, what's your favorite color? Blue. I think I said that before when someone asked me what's my favorite like color of the alphabet or something. Punished Pip says, hello, Mr. PapaGenos. Out of curiosity, what are some of your favorite recreational activities outside of the video gaming genre? I said ultimate frisbee, so I'll say ultimate. Recreational activity feels like frisbee. That sounds right for that, so I'll say frisbee. Said, hello, PapaGenos. Didn't have a question, just wanted to say I appreciate you and keep up the good work. You make speculation a lot more fun and interesting. Also, your predicted remaining DLC lineup, Hayabusa, Crash, Dante, and Gino, is literally the exact remaining 4 I wanted, so it's clear you have good taste. LOL. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Star Petal says, who is your least desired character that you think is likely for the next 4 DLC? Ooh, okay, so this is a little different, because I said my least wanted was Jonesy from Fortnite, but I don't think he's all that likely. So who's my least desired for likely? Maybe Cinderace, I guess. I prefer not to get a Pokemon rep, and Cinderace just isn't particularly exciting to me. Gex says, what's my worst encounter with a toxic Smash fan? In real life, probably just we had people come into the retro game store for the tournaments who did not smell the best. I hate to perpetuate that stereotype, but it's totally true. I don't know why Smash fans tend to not bathe, but there's a section of the Smash fan base that doesn't do that, and it's awful. So yeah, and then as far as like since making the channel and being online and stuff, I mean, there's constantly people harassing and saying stuff, but I got, whatever, I can deal with it. I wouldn't have done the channel if I couldn't deal with it. I can't think of a particular online interaction with a toxic Smash fan that stood above the rest, but I get them daily, so like whatever. Mecha Minokushi said, will Banjo-Kazooie be in Smash? Yep, they already are, and it's awesome. Mickle_Pickle said, top 10 games and movies. Oh man, people have asked me favorite games, favorite movies. It's tough. It's tough to answer. Move on. David said, has anyone ever out Pizza the Hut? Is that like a Spaceballs reference? I don't know. Clem Doggy said, if you could erase one game from your memory completely to replay with no knowledge of what happens of your prior experiences with your game, which game would it be? Oh man. I want to replay as if it was the first time I played it. Maybe Ocarina of Time. I've said it's like my favorite, so probably Ocarina of Time, I guess. Joda Kujo says, aside from Gino, what are the other characters would you not want to see become Mii costumes? I mean, any character I would like to get in Smash, I would prefer not to see get a Mii costume. Geno feels like he might be a Mii costume. Other characters, not so much. I mean, Lloyd, I would like to see Lloyd as a playable character. But I'd still rather, like, there's only 4 spots left. If there isn't any Fighter Pass after Fighter Pass 2, then I'd rather see things get in at least as Mii costumes. So, yeah, I mean, Geno's pretty much the one that I really don't want to see. I guess Lloyd would be the one other one I'd prefer to have upgraded, but there's only 4 spots left. There's a lot of characters I want, so we'll see. Andy Mari says, what is the one character that you definitely do not want to see get into the Fighters Pass and why? Jonesy Fortnite. It's kind of what I settled on before. How many hours do you have on Smash Ultimate? I'm not sure how many hours I have. I'd have to look at it. Hundreds at least, if not over 1,000. It might be 800 to 900, somewhere in there, I think. I don't know. I'm not totally positive. I'd have to check. B-Man says, this is obviously a very early time to ask this, but what do you think we'd see in Smash 6? Ultimate's roster would be hard to surpass or even match, so I was thinking they'd have a more focused but smaller roster with more attention to detail put in every character and stage. I could also see them doing a free-to-play model like League of Legends. What route do you think they'll likely take with Smash 6? I would prefer if, I've said this before, Sakurai takes a break and we get Fighter Pass 3 in like a year or something, announced like full E3 from, this ends in December next year, and then not that E3, but maybe the E3 after that. It's like Fighter Pass 3 is happening, and they just continue Ultimate. I'd rather them just continue Ultimate, maybe even port it to the next system and with all the DLC and maybe do more DLC after that or something. That's what I'd like to see. As far as doing another Smash with a smaller roster, more condensed, focused, it's okay, I guess. I don't think it'll have the same punch. Or I'd like to see them take a totally left turn and do like a Smash RPG where it's not a fighting game. It's an RPG game, or it's something totally different, or a Smash racing game or something. Just because I think it's tough to top Smash Ultimate anytime soon. So I'd either rather continue Ultimate or do something totally different. Just doing another Smash that has a smaller roster, less stages, but and you say more focused, but like Smash is so polished. Like how much more focused could it be? I guess you could do less echoes and clones and give everybody more unique movesets and stuff possible. But it matters how much smaller the roster gets, if that's even that exciting to me. So I don't know. I'd rather see hard left turn or continue Ultimate. Gino from the Super Smash Bros. U series. This is going to be multiple questions, but it'll be linked together, so don't worry. Hey, Papa, do you think it's possible that a Sony-owned character get into Smash? If they can, who would it be? And how much money do you think Nintendo would have to pay for it? I have no idea what the money. I'm not even going to answer that one. Also, any character you specifically don't want for Smash. Character I don't want, I said Jonesy Fortnite. Sony-owned character, like Crash comes to mind, but I know he's like Activision, so the only Sony-owned character that comes to mind is like Kratos. I don't know how much money Nintendo would have to pay for Kratos. I don't know if that's someone I really want for Smash though. I'd have to look at like who Sony actually owns. It's weird. Sony doesn't own a lot of the games I associate with Sony and PlayStation and stuff. Crash would be who I'd want as the Sony PlayStation character, but it's not even really a Sony character. Hellyfire said, probably been asked this before, but what do you think are the chances of Xenoblade Xenosaga rep? I've been trying not to get my hopes up, but with Min Min being released, it seemed more likely. However, with Steve being released, it seems more like a Byleth thing, with them being the only first-party fighter. Yeah, I always change, and so does most people, it seems like, with whoever the last character was. So Steve now makes me think it's going to be big gaming icon characters for the rest of the past, and Min Min's just our one Nintendo character, and Byleth ended the past. They just decided to start the next one with that. Kind of reverse things. So that's where my brain is now. But before Steve, I was thinking, yeah, it's totally possible. Rex and Pyra or something might happen. It's probably 50-50 what's going to actually happen. But yeah, my mind right now is thinking like, okay, the final four are going to be big gaming icons like Steve, probably third party, etc., etc. But it is possible. It's totally possible. Rex, they could go back and do Rex. It seems like they want to do Rex for base game. Or not base game. Well, yeah, maybe base game. I don't know. Whatever. It didn't make it in time. Similar to an ARMS character, so we'll see what happens. Folazickle says, thoughts on Tetris 99 stage? Do you also think that with the inclusion of Steve and it's potentially a boost sorry, it's read through a lot of these. Thoughts on a Tetris 99 stage? Do you also think with the inclusion of Steve and its potential to boost Smash sales, Sakurai may revoke his statement that Fighter Pass 2 is the last DLC? Maybe Nintendo will pressure him to make more, adding a Steve equivalent. Yeah, so Tetris 99 stage would be awesome. A Tetris stage would be cool. I missed the Pac Maze stage, so any classic arcade-looking stages would be really cool. A Dig Dug stage, Pac-Man stage, Tetris stage. Yeah, I feel like they make really good stages, so I'd be cool with that. Just the aesthetics of those old arcade games, very classic, very iconic gaming. So I'd love to see that. Steve like broke Twitter when he came out. Definitely gonna boost Smash sales. I've seen a lot more people into Smash since Steve came out. All of a sudden, it's like definitely reinvigorated Smash, which is great. Something Smash really needed after Byleth, Min were kind of not as hype reveals for most. I don't know if Sakurai's really said Fighter Pass 2 is the last DLC. I think he's like all but said that, like heavily implied that that's going to be the end of things. But I don't know if he's really definitively said. I don't recall him ever definitively being like, Fighter Pass 2 is the end. These are the last characters. There will be nothing else. Like I feel like if it was totally sure, he would have came out and been very convicted about it, but I don't think we've quite gotten that yet. So yeah, I do think it's possible Nintendo might pressure him to do more. I've put this out there before. I do think after Fighter Pass 2, there'll probably at least be a break. But I think it's a possibility. Sakurai, the big Smash, surprises us all the time, constantly seems to go above and beyond our expectations. I think it's possible that after Fighter Pass 2, Sakurai says, that's it for now, and then says, we'll return to Smash Ultimate at some point in the future. And it's just like, oh, whoa, what? And then a year or so later, we get at like E3 or something, Fighter Pass 3 is happening, and it's, what? Oh, man. I think that would be more exciting than announcing a next Smash game. I think it'd be better just put it on a break, Sakurai takes a break, go do other things or whatever, and then down the line, Ultimate gets revisited. Desk Chair wrote, is there a PapaGenos? If not, where can I apply? No, there is not a PapaGenos. I don't know where you put that application. Porky said, do you think an Earthbound/Mother rep is possible for Smash? Yeah, definitely. Porky in particular obviously did not get a Spirit in Smash despite being a boss from Brawl, so yeah, I do think it's still possible. Luke LOJB said, if you would be added to Smash as a character, what would your moveset be? I have no idea. I'd be one of the me's, I guess. I kind of, my brother always says that I look like me Sword Fighter, specifically from Smash 4. They kind of made him look different in Smash Ultimate, so I guess just make a me that looks like that, and that's me. I'd be me Sword Fighter. Minty Fresh said, who's your most played characters, top 5 to 10? I'd have to look probably and see what it says on my game here. But I main Banjo, Little Mac, Bowser Jr., the Young Link, Kirby. So I guess those 5 are kind of probably my top 5 mains, but I don't know if they'd actually have the longest amount I've played. I do play just random characters a lot, and my brother has also played a lot on my own Smash Ultimate game, so I don't even know if my top, like if I looked at it, if it would even really reflect things, because he's played a lot of hours on there. Stevie said, which amiibo is your favorite? I don't know if I have a favorite. I thought the Yarn Yoshi stuff was really cool. But yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite amiibo. I like a lot of them. I think what I like about the amiibos is that it's everybody. There's not like a particular one that I really like. I'm really excited for the Banjo one. That one might end up being my favorite, but just because it's an official piece of Banjo Nintendo merchandise, it's crazy, and I love the Jiggy that they added there. It's really cool. Obviously, if Geno got in and got an amiibo, that'd probably be my favorite because it's a actual Geno toy, which is what he is and everything. Twiddle D said, what is the best advice you've ever received? Best advice I've ever received. I don't know. There's a lot of different things I've probably been told over the years that have stuck with me and been good advice. I don't know if there's one piece of advice that stuck with me. Definitely thank my dad for a lot of advice. My dad's a good guy. Definitely taught me a lot of things that have stuck with me. So yeah, I don't know what the one piece of advice that I've heard is like the best. All right, let's scroll a little bit. Do you think you'll do what you do for the rest of your career? I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine doing YouTube forever. I guess I'd like to keep it going for a while here. I do like it and everything. If the channel really got big, I'd continue doing, video game news and speculation and stuff if people are still interested. So yeah, I mean, I keep it going. As far as if it's going to be my career forever, I don't know. I've always changed stuff. I like a change of pace. It's something I think I've done in my own life just over time. I wanted to do one thing and then I moved to something else and moved to something else. That happens a lot with me. So I don't know if YouTube stuff is going to forever be what I do. But for the time being, I really like this. Gaming has always been a cool part of my life that I enjoy. So yeah, I'll keep it going as long as it's still there's still people watching. I'll keep it going. Brifitalia says, have you thought about making some PapaGenos merch? Some people have asked me about that, and it's just so weird. Like, I didn't do this to do like a YouTuber career type thing. So I'm always so like reluctant to get into stuff that I see other YouTube people doing, but this is sort of like becoming my career, or has become my career and stuff. At least for now, it's a job and stuff, and so yeah, I probably should move into doing stuff like that. Yeah, merch would be cool. I guess I don't know what to do. Would it be like print T-shirts and sell them? It'd be a whole thing. I'd have to, get a print shop to do it, make them, figure out how to do orders and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like that eventually. Not something I ever actively tried to do though. So yeah, maybe I'll do some merch eventually. Ghost Whale says, PapaGenos, can you do the Eggman pisses on the moon copy pasta? I don't know it. I have no idea what that is. So I can't because I don't know it. Persona Kirby Star God says, ooh, a Q&A. All right. Or Master PapaGenos, how did you first get to know Gino, our homeboy? I kind of explained this before, just Mario RPG. I played Mario RPG when I was a kid, so I don't know exactly when it was. I mean, I was pretty young, so it wasn't, when the game first came out. It might have been that year, though. It might have been before Mario 64. It was around that time period. I was really into Mario and Zelda right around the transition from Super NES to N64 was probably when I was the most into like video games. I was into video games as like even younger, and growing up with them and stuff like that. But that's when it became like, I'm a Nintendo fan. I really like Nintendo Power. I like all this stuff. It was probably end of Super NES, getting excited for the N64, getting Mario 64, waiting for Zelda 64, playing like Mario RPG and Super NES games, playing Link's Awakening and Link to the Past and stuff in preparation for Ocarina of Time. Yeah, that's sort of when I was the most into gaming. So somewhere in that time period, the like mid to late 90s was when I think I rented Mario RPG first before owning it actually, and got to know Gino, and that's where it started. Fad Will said, can you talk a bit about your personal life, like a mini autobiography? I want to know more about the man behind the beanie. It's kind of what I'm doing right now, I guess, if the questions go there. I'm not going to sit down and like so far into this video at this point. I don't know what else to say. I could start with when I was born and when going to school and going to college and jobs and whatnot, but there's a lot there. Maybe someday I'll do a little biography video or something. I'm not going to do it in the middle of this one. Daniel Snoutling says, what happened to the retro game store? So I don't want to say too much about it because I don't own it, and I've never wanted to say the name of it and stuff because it's somebody else's store, and I don't want that association to whatever. But basically, they had a few locations. One of them was our location. My local mall was dying because brick and mortar stuff is just not really that big, and my mall in particular was going under. We were in that mall. And it became, it was like right before the holiday season. It was like September. I forget what year it was, 2017 probably. And it was like September. And yeah, 2017 makes sense because it was the year before Smash Ultimate. So September 2017, and the owner of the store, he had multiple locations, and he had the chance to move into a much bigger mall in a much bigger, heavily populated area, to a city, and a really big mall, and one that wasn't dying. My mall is now closed essentially. It closed like maybe a year and a half after the game store left. So I was working at the game store. He had a chance to open one in a bigger location, and the thing with opening a retro game store is it's not like another business where you can just like take out a loan and take that money and buy all the supplies you need and open up the store and then you're good to go. Because retro game stores need retro video games, and to get retro video games, you need trade-ins, and that takes time. So it's really hard to turn a profit if he just took out a loan, went to like online and bought everything top dollar and then sold it. It doesn't make sense. You can't stock a store that way. So all the stuff that we had in our store in a dying mall, he made the decision of, we're going to close this location and move all that stuff to the other location. I was offered, to get a job at the new location, but I would have had to move because it was like an hour away. So I didn't do that. So that's pretty much what happened to it. And it was the right move because that mall, like I said, closed like a year and a half later, and we were one of the few stores in it. So yeah, it was the better move, but that's pretty much what happened to it. It moved, essentially. Inskova said, what will you do once Ultimate is fully finished and done with? Will you restore your gameplay channel? Yeah, I kind of talked about this a little bit, but I'll probably continue to make videos on speculating other games, other Nintendo stuff, Nintendo news and stuff. It's whatever's happening. If it's not as popular as Smash, so be it, whatever, but I'll keep the channel going for fun. I might start doing streaming stuff, possibly playing games, probably other things, whatever interests me. Obviously, some things will go past the final character, maybe some patches. There'll be like the character revealed when the character actually comes out. The amiibos will, probably continue for a little while. So I'll continue doing stuff, reactions to stuff, speculation about when the next Nintendo Direct might happen, stuff like that. Will continue. So yeah, the channel will continue, even if it doesn't have Smash to lean on here. But yeah, I'll do different things with it. If Gino does get in the game, I talked about this earlier, perhaps I will do like playing as Gino as like a regular thing and maybe as a streaming thing too, and trying to get good with him because I'm not that good at Smash. So it'd be cool I got the character I wanted. Okay, now it's time to get good with him and watch that journey, see if I can get good with Gino. That would be cool. That would be fun to do. Malik, what's your favorite superhero or superheroes? Are you more of a Marvel or DC guy, or don't mind both? I'm more of a Marvel guy. I kind of answered this before. I said Spider-Man and Batman are my two favorites as far as like superheroes. I like Hellboy a lot too, if you count him as a superhero. But I'm more of a Marvel person, but Spider-Man or Batman. Gibbert said, who is your most wanted characters from each gaming company? Oh, man. I'd have to sit down and look at all the gaming companies. I don't know. I'm not going to pull up a bunch of gaming companies and have to think about it for every single one. That's a little tough. Have I ever played an Ace Attorney game? Yes, I have played some of the Ace Attorney games on the DS. They're pretty cool. Pow. I don't know how to say it. Have you ever cosplayed as Gino? If not, would you like to? I have not. I have cosplayed as Little Mac, though. Yeah, that hoodie and the boxing gloves was from a Little Mac cosplay. I guess I'd like to cosplay as Gino. I'll say I guess I'd like to. I don't know. He's the type of character that like it'd be a little tough to cosplay. I've seen people do it, but like he's a wooden little doll guy. I don't think I'd fit that well. Little Mac, I could put the hood up and the box gloves. I felt like it worked enough. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Gino would work. I try to cosplay things I think I can pull off to some extent. Lunecraft, what is the leak speculation that got you into starting making videos about it? So I've always just been into leaks and specs and stuff like that. But the thing was Mock Rider. There's a Mock Rider speculation theory thing that I wanted to make a video about because I thought a video would explain it better than just how I typed it all out. And I wanted to make a Mock Rider support thread on Smashboards, and I wanted the video for that support thread. That was the first thing I did, so that it would be that Mock Rider thing. Jason says, what's a super weird and wacky character in the likes of Wii Fit Trainer you'd like in Smash? I mean, that's like an out there character. I'd have to think of one. I don't have one on the top of my head. There's definitely some that I've heard sometimes where people say, "Well, that's a crazy character. I like that idea." I remember back in the day, like Duck Hunt Dog was kind of thought of as a wacky character back in like the Brawl speculation days, and I wanted Duck Hunt Dog. I thought that would be a cool character. And then we got Rob instead, and I was like, Duck Hunt would have been cooler. And then we got Duck Hunt, so it's cool. It worked out in the end. Dreammaster97 says, if they ever remade Super Mario RPG or made a sequel to it, how much would you be willing to pay for it? And what all would you love to see in it? I sort of talked about what I'd like to see in it, mostly just like connecting the Mario RPG stuff to more modern day Mario stuff would be cool. And then how much am I willing to pay for it? Probably a lot, I guess. I'm not going to put a number put a number on how much I pay for it. Probably a lot. I would hope Nintendo would give it to us as a normally priced game. What's your top 3 video games you've ever played? It's so tough. That's really tough. I said Ocarina of Time is definitely my number 1. I don't know what the other ones are. Mario RPG's up there, obviously, so probably top 3. So the next one is, I don't know. Punch Out, Ocarina of Time, Mario RPG. There you go. I don't know if that's actually my top 3. I'd really have to think about it. Dr. Integrity, what is your favorite video game series outside of Nintendo? I think I said Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Somebody already asked me that. It might be something else, though. My brain gets very focused. Once I've answered a bunch of questions, it's like hard to think bigger. Wizzle is. What's your favorite boss fights from Mario RPG? Mine is Exor. Oh man, I think I mentioned Jonathan Jones might be my favorite boss, but favorite boss fight? Maybe Bellome the second time when he makes the clones. I thought that was cool. There was something cool about fighting your own characters. Your own team was cool. VD42 Red said, "Hey, what is your dream trip? Oh, like to go somewhere? I'd love to go back to Japan. I've been to Japan multiple times though, but I love it there. I'd love to go back to Japan. I'd love to go to Italy someday. So yeah, either Italy or Japan probably." Andrew 1, but spooky. Have you ever thought of doing Let's Play videos? For example, Let's Play on Kingdom Hearts or Mario 35th. Yeah, I've done some Let's Play stuff. I had a Let's Play channel. Well, it wasn't mine. It was X45X, me, and Prince Buffoon all together did Try Attack. And then PapaGenos is on my YouTube channel as sort of a Let's Play thing. It's me and my brother playing games. I may continue either PapaGenos if I can get my brother around more, or maybe I'll just start doing them on my own to some extent or something. But yeah, I've considered doing that. Comic Vito says, "Hey PapaGenos, if you could make a collaboration video with anyone of your choosing, famous YouTubers, movie stars, game dev, etc., who would it be with and what type of video would you want to make with them?" I mean, I'd probably do something with Sakurai just to hang out with them would be really cool. I guess I could do a video where he works on a character for months, and then I break into his house and find out who it is and tell everybody. We do something like that. No, but I mean, you got movie star, you got anybody in there. I'd have to think about it. Famous YouTubers, AVGN is my favorite YouTuber. So, in a semi-realistic possibility, working with AVGN someday on something would be amazing. That'd probably be my favorite thing to do for the channel or something like that. As I think other things would probably be a little unlikely to ever happen. But yeah, if Sakurai ever wants to do a collaboration video or I pretend to leak something from him as a joke, I'm all for it. Diegiri says, "Have you ever thought about doing an Among Us collab stream and some other Smash-related YouTubers, Alpharad, Choctopus, maybe even 45 or Paragon?" I haven't played Among Us yet. I know it's really big. I played Fall Guys for a little bit, and then all of a sudden Among Us took over and looks similar, and the characters look similar, and I was very confused. Gaming is weird sometimes. So I haven't played it. I was just kind of okay, I tried out Fall Guys because everybody was talking about it. It's okay. Now Among Us is super popular. I'm not going to do it because as soon as I do it, everything's going to move to something else anyway. But yeah, I mean, I'd do a collab stream of some game. Sure. Yeah, I'd definitely do it. Alpharad would be cool. Choctopus, sure. I've seen videos from both of them. I don't watch them regularly, though. 45 or Paragon, totally. Yeah, I'd love to do something with them sometime. Klein Goko says, "What are your thoughts on Fortnite making it into the game as one of our Final Four DLC?" I sort of already said this is my not most favorite, least favorite. Nintendo and Epic have had a good relationship, and I think it has a better chance of getting a spot because of what we say from Minecraft. Do you think think it's likely to happen? Would you be happy or unhappy if it happened? Thanks for all the great content. You're one of my favorite channels. Well, thank you. I think it's unlikely to happen, and I would not be happy with it. I don't really like Fortnite that much. It's not like I have anything super against it. It's just its style to me is really it doesn't have a style. Sometimes it's this badass ninja guy, and other times it's a piñata, and other times it's somebody in a mascot outfit. Sometimes it's an army man. Sometimes it's a futuristic looking it has no style to me. If you showed me a character from Fortnite out of context, I'd just be I don't know what game that's from. So to me, I don't like it kind of for that. So yeah, I mean, I've said before, Jonesy would probably be my least the character I would like the least to get into Smash. I prefer Fortnite stayed out of Smash, especially because it's a first person shooter game or a shooter game, whatever. And I'd rather get somebody else to represent that genre definitely than Fortnite. I'd be a little disappointed if Fortnite became the shooter rep for Smash. Go On said this, so I guess the same question. I just answered it. TC, are there still any video game characters that you just can't imagine happening now that Steve is in? Gaming characters that like I'd have trouble like imagining how they'd play in Smash or what they'd look like in Smash. I'm sure there are, but nothing's coming to mind. I'm sure there's somebody, but I'm not blanking on it at the moment. No Name says, "Hey Papa, not sure if I've asked this before, but if you knew the full remaining DLC 100% and had to leak it, how would you leak it?" I'd probably make a video. I wouldn't put the characters in the thumbnail. I'd just say like I know the rest. If you want to know them, here's what it is. I'd be very clear about that, and then I'd probably just say whatever I had to say, I guess. Minato Fredbear says, "What's the rarest gaming-related piece of merchandise you own?" I own Zelda, the original Zelda for NES, sealed in box. That is the rarest piece of gaming merchandise I own, I believe. Probably the rarest thing I own. I have some other rare gaming stuff for sure. I think that's probably the one that's worth the most because it's a sealed in box original NES Zelda. Geek Stink Breath says, "How do you feel about the current state of the gaming industry? And if you don't like it, what would you do to change it?" It's fine, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how I would change it, and I don't know if I'm against where it's at. There's some practices I don't like so much, but I don't know if they're really like ruining the whole gaming industry. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one. I don't think about gaming stuff from that perspective too often. I usually think about it as a gamer, someone who likes playing games, unless from like a businessy side of the gaming industry. So, I mean, I know there's like microtransactions aren't so cool, and selling us games that maybe they cut stuff out for DLC later. Obviously, stuff like that I'm not too into. Sometimes AAA titles come out very buggy or take a long time and aren't really living up to par, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I don't know what I'd change. CT says, "What up, Pops? My question is this. What is your favorite game in the Zelda franchise, and why is it Wind Waker?" I like Wind Waker, but I like Ocarina of Time better. Wind Waker's cool. My problem with Wind Waker, and I say problem with Wind Waker because I love Wind Waker, don't get me wrong. The thing that keeps Wind Waker from being my favorite Zelda game, we'll put it that way, is probably, it's like it has a cartoony art style, which is fine, and it's all about being on the ocean, which is also fine, but I think we could have gotten a new IP instead of a Zelda game. It could have been your little cartoon pirate character, and then, we could have gotten sequels to that game. Instead we got sequels to like Toon Link stuff. And I feel like it maybe was a missed opportunity to just start a brand new IP. Because of that, it doesn't necessarily have that like fantasy medieval feel that I usually feel Zelda games have. It has more of a piratey feel, which is similar. I mean, it has some, fantasy obvious elements to it. But it is slightly different. And to me, a Zelda game should feel it should have that Zelda style to it to some extent. Wind Waker does have that to an extent, but not as much as I'd like to see. So for me, Ocarina of Time hits the feeling of a Zelda game perfectly, and it keeps Wind Waker from being my favorite Zelda game. It's up there, though. It's definitely a good one, despite that. I just think it doesn't feel as much like I want my Zelda game to feel like I'm going to castles and dungeons and exploring forests and stuff, and Wind Waker is going from islands on a boat. It's cool, but it's its own thing, so it keeps it from being at the top for me. But a cool game. I wish I had more dungeons. It's another thing about it too. A little lacking on the amount of dungeons. Getting the Triforce at the end. I know a lot of people complain about that. It's a little I'm gonna say anticlimactic. The ending of the game is great, but that you beat the last two dungeons there, and then you're just like, okay, find the Triforce pieces, and it's just like a fetch quest, and then you get to fight Ganon. It's like it's kind of weird. Jacote says, "I've only got one question for you. What's it like running a channel revolving around reporting on rumors and recent Smash news? And do you ever regret reporting on any specific leaks, rumors? Yeah, sometimes I do regret reporting on stuff. Sometimes things get bigger than I'd like them to, simply because I talked about it, which is a weird thing. Weird power to have over the Smash community. But yeah, sometimes I do regret talking about some leaks and rumors. Not usually anything like big. Usually it's like small, minor stuff that I'm just like, I probably shouldn't have even highlighted that one, because now I see people talking about it and it probably should have just, been swept away. One thing that I kind of regret sometimes is like, I'll talk about something and then people will, this happens all the time actually, like, I like to just talk about what's going on in the leaks and speculation, community and world and stuff. And a lot of times that means people just see like a thumbnail or hear something brief from me and assume like I believe it. Like, I don't always believe this stuff. In fact, most of the time I don't. But a lot of people oftentimes seem to take like all the stuff I talk about as like he believes every single thing that he sees. It's like, no, I don't. Not even close. But I talk about them and I break them down and all that stuff or whatever. But to be able to talk about them, I have to talk about them as if they're legit. I can't just sit there the whole time and be like, this is dumb, this is fake, this isn't happening, blah, 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 because I'm not explaining it. Like, I need to explain it, and to explain it, I have to kind of act like it's real. So that's probably the biggest regret, honestly. But I don't really regret that. It's like, I kind of have to do it that way. It's just unfortunate a lot of people don't seem to understand that. Like, recently I talked about the stopwatches a lot. There's a lot to say about that, but it's just Sakurai pick of the day, and I get that. I'm not saying like, this is confirming crash. I try to be clear that that's not what I think. Or that I thought, on 10:30 we're going to get something, and on 12, 14, 15 we're going to get something before the crash side of things was kind of noticed. I was just reporting on it because I saw a lot of people talking about it. It's interesting. I like talking about that stuff. And if it does work out, it's cool. But, most of the time I always have a bit of doubt in my mind for just about everything. Very rarely am I like, yeah, this is probably legit for sure. So, whatever. Bro Moment says, what's your thoughts on the Mario and Luigi RPG series, and do you hope the series is revived? I love the Mario and Luigi RPG series. I would hope it is revived, or make a Mario RPG game sequel and bring elements of the Mario and Luigi games in there. Have like, the Bean People show up or something. I'd be cool with mixing. And making that the future of a Mario RPG series, especially now that Paper Mario seems to be straying away from a lot of the RPG elements. So there is a gap there for a Mario RPG series. So if we got Mario RPG 2, and then it had elements of the Mario and Luigi games and was more of a direct sequel to Mario RPG, that would be cool to me. That's what I'd love for them to do. So hopefully that's what they're. Hopefully that might be why the Paper Mario series is straying away a bit from the RPG elements. Albania Gamer says, "What is your favorite video you've made?" I don't know. I don't think about them that way. They're sort of like in the moment what's being talked about. So I don't go like, yeah, that one came out really well, and that's like my favorite. And then, oh, this one was better. I like that one. Like, I kind of just do what I do. There are certain ones though that like afterwards, and then I watch it back. I'm like, okay, that was, I explained that really well. That came out nice. I like the editing there. That was really great. But they don't stick with me. Like, I just kind of move on to the next one. Joe Jumpson says, what is your most wanted stage to come back to Ultimate? Probably Pac Maze would probably be the one that I wish would come back. I understand that it only works on the 3DS, but you could change that with the pellets and changing the colors of the ghosts. I don't know, do something different with that. Just have the ghosts have the person's like when you beat a boss, and not a boss, but like somebody on a stage, you beat the character, and then it has that player, like, it's just trophies, have like player 1 will be over their head or something like that. Just when that person gets the pellet, just have the blue ghosts say what player it is, and that's who they have. And when the color goes, however it works, like, whatever. You could do it without having multiple screens, I think. So that's the one I'd like to see come back. Melvin 80 Buddha Bros. Have you ever seen the anime Gurren Lagann? I know of it. I have not watched it. Kawaii Cutie says, if you could have any 3 classic Nintendo games ported to the Switch, unreleased, Japan exclusive, or Path of Radiance level of unplayable, which would they be? Oh, man, I don't know. I guess I'd like to see N64 games and GameCube games. on the Switch, so that I don't have a specific 3 or something though. Jomo Sensual says, "Are you more likely to buy an Xbox or PS5? And what next gen game looks the most exciting to you right now?" Yeah, I was more leaning towards PS5, and then I watched the Xbox event, and that made me kind of want an Xbox, and I don't know which way I'm going to lean. I will probably not get either one initially. I'm going to let it wait a little while. I don't think there's been anything exclusive that has made me like a specific game that's like, I need to get that on next gen, so I got to get that system. So I'm just going to wait it out for a little while here. Stick with my PS4 for now. Don't said, if you could have one deconfirmed character in Smash, who would it be? Post-launch me, assist trophy, etc. Ooh, that's tough. Skull Kid, Isaac, Waluigi, Shovel Knight all come to mind. Post-launch Mii's. I mean, we just had Travis. There's a lot I'd like to see. I don't know. It's tough. Once somebody's like kind of deconfirmed, I kind of get over it and move to the next thing and try to think about who I want. With 4 spots left, I'm kind of thinking like if I get one of those, if they take one of the 4 spots, then I'm not sure. I'm not sure who would stand above the rest. Can you sing me Happy Birthday? Starry Specs. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, Starry Specs, happy birthday to you. There you go. Though you said that on the 8th and is now, I got the 22nd here right now, so it's been a while. Can you say hi to my friend's cat, Waffles? Hi, Waffles. And a picture of a cat. If you could collab with any content creator, who would it be and why would it be Flight Reacts? I don't think I've ever heard of Flight Reacts. So Slippy's asking this. I think I said this before, probably AVGN. I don't follow too many YouTubers, but AVGN was someone a long time ago. I was into AVGN. I'm not someone who got too into the YouTube whole scene and stuff, despite being a YouTube person now. But yeah, AVGN would probably be who I'd choose. Mr. Fahrenheit said, I have a dual question. Number 1, when Geno is a playable fighter in Smash, will the Discord do something to celebrate it, like a special tournament or something? Probably. 2, where do you see the future of your YouTube channel? Do you think you'll ever broaden to Xbox or PlayStation news and stuff? I have talked about that stuff. I do think after Smash, I talked a lot about this, so I won't harp on it too long here. But I will definitely continue Nintendo news, speculating Nintendo games and stuff. But I have talked about other things. I mean, I talked about like stuff that might happen at EVO, I think, like last year. I've talked about Fallout stuff a little bit. I know people don't really like Fallout 76, so I try to stay away from it because I just personally subject myself to that terrible game. It's better now, but still. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably branch out into whatever is just interesting me and whatever news seems worth talking about. The cool thing about Smash is that it branches out into so many other things that I do often talk about Xbox and PlayStation news. I often talk about what might be happening with like a future Banjo-Kazooie game maybe or something like that. Obviously, that's Xbox Rare stuff. So yeah, I do talk about that stuff, and I will probably continue to after Smash ends. Pack said, hey PapaGenos, did you ever have or do you still have a potential career you may have wanted to or still want to go into down the line? If so, do you think you would have been able or are able to pursue it? Thanks for being a part of Nintendo and Smash stuff for as long as you have been. Thank you. Yeah, I went to college to be a history teacher, so potentially I'll do that down the line, possibly. I did always want to get into like movie stuff, film stuff. Obviously, YouTube is kind of a branch of that, so I'm happy doing this. And then animation and art and stuff has always interested me. Voice acting stuff has interested me. So anything like that, yeah, I mean, anything. Whatever falls on my plate, I go with that. So I usually go with the flow, see what life brings me, and go forward. So yeah, I potentially other careers could pop up. Sure, I'm not against it. Oral supporter says, PapaGenos, would you stream Fortnite? I'm not that into Fortnite. I may stream something. I probably wouldn't stream Fortnite though. I've barely played it. Starlord13789 says, what's a collectible item you wish you had but can't afford? I don't know. I mean, if I really want something, I'd probably just pay for it and just do it. But I mean, I'm sure there's stuff that's like way outside of my budget that I'd be like, yeah, I'd love to have that. If I had like $1 billion, I'd just buy stuff. But a collectible item I wish I had, one that comes to mind is the gold cartridge version of Punch-Out. I saw when I was in Japan at Super Potato, and I forget how much it was, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't a crazy price at the time. I don't remember. I don't know what it's worth, and I don't remember what it was going for. I want to say it was like $70 at Super Potato or something like that, which I think it's worth way more than that. And maybe it went up afterwards or something. But I didn't buy it. I thought about buying it, didn't buy it, and then regretted it. And then a friend of mine went back to Japan, and I said, hey, if you find it, buy it. I'll pay you back, whatever. He didn't see it there. I went back to Japan after he went back, and it was no longer in Super Potato. I've seen it online. Again, if I wanted to, I could buy it. I just haven't. But it was something I kind of wish I had grabbed while I'd seen it. The gold cartridge version of Punch-Out is, I think it was like a Mario Golf tournament, and you won it. I don't think it has Mike Tyson in it. I don't think he's the boss. I think that's just Mike Tyson's Punch-Out came out after this gold cartridge version came out, I believe, if I'm correct. So yeah, I missed buying that one for a decent price. Saw it in person. Kind of wish I grabbed it. There's also a little Geno figure. There's like one official Geno figure. It's a little tiny one. I don't know if it's like a little keychain or something. I'm forgetting. But yeah, I'd like to own that, but that is also really, really expensive. Spooky Warm Milk says, what are your thoughts on Rain returning in Mortal Kombat 11? I haven't kept up too much with Mortal Kombat. I like Mortal Kombat casually, so I don't really have any thoughts. Ant Int. What are you going to do once all the DLCs are released and there's nothing left to speculate about? I've kind of said this before. I'll speculate about Nintendo Directs, when they're going to happen, other Nintendo games, possibly other just gaming news stuff. I might do like some streaming, Let's Play stuff. I might do just other... I have lots of other ideas for other video stuff I could do. Less like speculation, but more like maybe a move set for a character that didn't get in Smash, just some fun videos and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll do content, continue after Ultimates, all the DLC is done. So yeah, I don't know for sure what it's going to look like, but I've mentioned quite a few things. A lot of people have asked. What Mincino says, what are some of the YouTubers you watch, and as an extension, what are some you used to watch? I don't watch very many YouTubers, I'll be perfectly honest. I watch some people who do Smash speculation stuff, but usually just kind of randomly. Like if I see a video that looks interesting, I click it. I don't necessarily follow people. I'm not really someone who watches that much YouTube, to be honest, which I know is weird because I'm doing YouTube. AVGN, I said, though, is probably the one person I actually at one time was like kept up with and like really watched. I know it's bizarre to do YouTube and not really watch that much YouTube, or not in the way a lot of people do where they subscribe and watch every single video, because I know tons of people do that for me. I'm just not someone who does that too much. It's a little strange, but it's true. Let's see. Pixel Electrical says, Papa, do you think you'll ever be a speedrunner? And if so, which games will you run? I probably will never be a speedrunner. I don't think I have the patience for it. But I am pretty good at Punch-Out. When I sit down and practice for a while, I can be pretty good at Punch-Out. But I don't think I could beat the people who speedrun it. They're crazy good. I can close my eyes on a couple of the characters and beat them by the sound. But they're kind of some of the easier characters. But I can do it for a few of them. But as far as beating the game super fast, I don't know if I'd ever be able to do it. The speedrunners are crazy at Punch-Out. And then there was a contest to speedrun the first level in Sonic 2, and I practiced doing that, and I got pretty good, but it was just the first level of Sonic 2. But I don't know if I'd ever speedrun Sonic 2. Again, people who speedrun are just so good. I don't know if I could ever touch it. Takota says, Papa, what do you think of the chances of three things? A new Golden Sun, Jonesy in Smash, Dixie Kong in Smash. Thanks for your time in advance. A new Golden Sun, definitely possible. Billy Bo 10K put out a video that pretty much convinced me they'll probably be doing something with the Golden Sun series. Golden Sun actually did get a lot of attention in Smash Ultimate, too. There's music, quite a few spirits, Isaac assist, Isaac Mii costumes. So I think Nintendo is aware people like Golden Sun. And I don't know if Camelot's done anything in a while. I think they did the Mario Tennis game. So maybe, yeah, I do think Golden Sun will probably happen. Jonesy and Smash, I think, is probably unlikely. I'm going to say I don't think that one's going to happen. Dixie Kong and Smash, also less likely, but if they do Echo Fighters, which could happen, I think it's a possibility. I think she's really, really possible if Echo Fighters happen. Not that she couldn't be her own playable character, but I don't see her as one of the final 4 DLC characters. But if Echoes happen, I could definitely see them being like, Dixie Kong's an easy Echo with a few alts, and people really like to see, alts to her moveset. People really like to see her. I could see it happening. Jacobian said, Papa, what would you do if your YouTube account randomly blew up and got super popular overnight? Would you change the content to suit a wider audience or continue with what you're doing? I love your leaks and speculation content, so I personally hope you continue with that for as long as possible. I would probably try to broaden things if that's what people wanted me to do. I don't know exactly what that would look like. Streaming, maybe. Maybe more just general news stuff. Maybe just playing games, talking about games, just talking about stuff more often. I would try to be more focused on the channel if a lot more people were watching it. I would do that, but I would not give up doing at least the Smash speculation. Would continue exactly how I'm doing it as top priority until all the characters are out. But I would try to do more. I do kind of sometimes take a break from the YouTube channel if nothing's really going on with Smash stuff. I do kind of feel like if I make a video, if I don't make a video right now, it doesn't really matter because nothing's urgent happening. But if I had a even bigger, subscriber base and people constantly wanting stuff from me, then yeah, I'd buckle down and probably try to do like daily videos or something if I could, if it got to that point. Mama Rogue says, Papa, just wondering if you ever thought about retro achieve. Would you want to try and earn a few achieves with it? I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. I'll be honest, I don't know what that is. Paragon says, reminder that you only one question. You have asked more than one. Delete this if you don't want, blah, blah, blah. Okay, thanks, Paragon. This video is probably pretty long, so yeah. Pikmin 4. Hey, Papa, which of the alts for the DLC characters are your favorites? My absolute favorite alts would be the Bowser Jr. Koopalings, because I never thought the Koopa Kids had a chance to get into Smash, but I love them. Lemmy's one of my favorites, one of the characters I play as, one of the characters I just love to see. Yeah, that's probably my favorite. And then the pink hoodie Little Mac, because I love Little Mac, and that was a costume I really wanted him to have, and then he got it. So I was so pumped about that. So those are probably my two favorite. I guess it's kind of like 8 costumes, because pink hoodie Little Mac and the all 7 of Koopalings. Nakarurururu says, if Smash would have a pure Sony character, who would you think is most likely want to see? Sackboy, Kratos? Sackboy, Little Big Planet, yeah, it kind of fits well with Nintendo, I guess. I said before, somebody asked something similar. It's tough for me to think of Sony characters. Crash would be who I'd want, but I understand he's not Sony. So yeah, I guess Kratos, Sackboy, both work. It's weird. The characters I think of as PlayStation characters, a lot of them just aren't any longer PlayStation characters. Pika Heart says, what I would like, Jak and Daxter. Jak and Daxter would be cool. I'm cool with that. Skeliosino says, hey Papa, I was wondering, who's your main and king for another day? I don't know that. I don't know what that is. Rolodex Poet says, have you ever had a paranormal experience? Yes, I've had many. I'm someone who likes doing spooky ghost hunting stuff and whatnot. One of the weirdest things that ever happened, I'll tell a quick story. I don't think my house is haunted, but because this is the only experience I've ever had there. This is my mom's house. But I was in the kitchen at my mom's house next to the phone on the wall. This was when I was in like middle school, so this was before cell phones. This was a house phone with a cord. And I was in the doorway. My mom was sitting at the kitchen table, and over next to the refrigerator is a drawer, like a cabinet and a drawer. And I had just met my friend Jeff. This was like 6th grade middle school. And I had written his phone number on the cover of the phone book. And I was standing next to the phone, and I was about to dial Jeff's number to see if he wanted to hang out or something. And I didn't know his number by heart or anything because I kind of just met him. And I asked my mom, hey, Mom, do you remember what Jeff's number is? And she said, no, it's on the cover of the phone book. I said, oh, yeah, right. And then the drawer next to the kitchen refrigerator just slid open, and the phone book was in there, and Jeff's number was written on it, and we both just looked at each other like, that's weird. I've never seen that drawer like slide open on its own again. It was really, really weird. I don't know what happened there. It was bizarre. That felt more like psychic-y to me than like ghostly, though. Because, again, nothing else weird has happened in that house. So that was a weird one. Pumpkin Lamb says, what's something you usually do on Halloween besides giving trick or treaters candy? Oh, man. Watch one of my... I don't remember which one it is. One of the Papa Meebo videos in my car. I talk about what I do for Halloween, and I show. I set up my whole yard. I have like 10 people come over and scare kids. I'm not doing anything this year because of the virus and everything. But usually I dress in my yard like crazy and scare kids, and it's a huge event at my house. I love Halloween. I always go all out for Halloween. This video is, I can already tell, going to be super long, and I'm not going to be able to go back into it and find this and edit in those images. It's in one of the Papa Meebo videos, towards the kind of beginning of it. You can probably just scroll through. I show a bunch of pictures of what I do for Halloween. WerePig0121 says, what is a dead franchise you would revive and bring back to relevancy if you had the chance? Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I said that before. Bumpa Dumpa says, you like jazz? Yes, I do. I said I like Cowboy Bebop, so Cowboy Bebop has a lot of jazz in it. Nothing in particular, but like jazz in the background or something like that. I sometimes do throw on some Cowboy Bebop songs on like YouTube when I'm doing stuff, and that sometimes bleeds into just normal jazz music too on YouTube. So yeah, I do like jazz. Nothing, again, no particular jazz artist, but like just having that in the background, I do really like jazz. Slime says, do you think it is cool to see Dragon Quest and Minecraft together since Dragon Quest has a Minecraft spin-off and both have adorable slimes? Yeah, that is cool to see. Was it Dragon Quest Builders, right? Is like the Minecraft spin-off? Yes, that is cool to see them together. Smash, seeing all these things together in Smash is always cool. Seeing the different series interact is amazing. Hopefully we'll have some more really cool interactions before the end of this. Meme said, how old were you when you played Super Mario RPG? When it come out in 96, so I was probably like 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there. I don't know if I played it right the year it came out or probably a year or two later. It was around the time I was playing Mario 64. I don't remember if it was right before, like I know that's when it came out, or if it was during or like a year later. Like I don't remember exactly when it was, so I'm going to say I was somewhere between like 8 to 12, somewhere in there, between like probably 96 to like 2000, somewhere in the late 90s I played it. MC Kamoshida says, hey Papa, I just wanted to ask, how rewarding has it been to grow your YouTube channel and see all the support you've gotten? Amazingly rewarding. It's awesome. I'm so thankful, so happy with how the channel is doing, and it's awesome to interact with everybody and just have all the support and everybody loving the channel and stuff like that. Very, very awesome. It hits me right here all the time. I really do appreciate it, really love it. So yeah, it's amazing, very amazing. Hero of Bowser Stone for Smash. Hey Papa, if Cacomallow is real and we get Geno and Doom Guy, would you pog? Is that face? I made that face on accident for the accident. It legitimately kind of did that face when the Koopalings were revealed for Mario Maker. And I used it as like the thumbnail of that video because that was actually like my reaction to it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm sure I'd react very excitedly. Maybe that face. Noro said, hey Papa, if you have the power to kick or keep characters on the roster, what series characters you kick and keep? I sort of said this before. Once a character's in Smash, I kind of like to keep them in Smash, to be honest, so I probably wouldn't want to kick anybody out at this point. ZD said, hey Papa, what do you plan on doing when Smash Speculation is done for Ultimate? I've sort of gone over this a ton of times. A lot of people have asked. So, yeah, I'll continue speculating other things, but I don't know. I don't know specifically. Streaming stuff, speculating when Nintendo Directs will happen, new Zelda game speculation, new Mario game speculation, etc., etc. Maybe branching out into other games. If Geno got in, maybe content of me trying to play and get good as Geno. Obviously, if I do streaming, there'd be maybe some Smash stuff. Streaming Smash stuff, streaming other. I have a huge game collection. Should really dig into just streaming all that stuff and see what people want to see me play. So yeah, I definitely plan on continuing the channel. Probably starting to see if I can get some more content out there now that will last, so that once Ultimate stuff ends, that stuff just continues. So yeah, I plan on continuing stuff. I just always make the Smash speculation priority, and sometimes it takes up so much time. Stuff to do other things while it's happening, but we will see. We'll see what we're able to do here. Vermi Lily Brush says, "Hey Papa, among all the game companies involved in Smash, such as Capcom, Namco Bandai, Microsoft, which game company do you think that has any influence or probability of having a collaboration with Nintendo's Smash Fighters Pass 2? So what company do I think is most likely to get a character? I think Namco really deserves the second one because they only have Pac-Man and they work on the game. Microsoft already got Steve. Maybe they'll get a second one. Capcom, maybe. I actually think Square is probably the most likely. We still don't have the Geno and Chocobo Mii costumes, and I feel like Square wants the Mii costumes along with Square characters, which could be an upgraded Geno character. And we have 2 Square Spirit events, Octopath Traveler and Trials of Mana, during the second Fighters Pass. I think Square is the company most likely to get a character in this pass, which is funny because I see a lot of people, when they do their predictions for the next 4 characters, a lot of times they leave out a Square character. I think mostly because they're wary of actually guessing at like Geno or Sora, who seem like the characters that would probably get into Smash. Not that there are other ones, of course, Lara Croft, Chrono, whatever. But yeah, it's just I really do think Square's probably going to get a character. I think Geno's probably the most likely, and then maybe Sora with Geno Deluxe costume. I don't see Geno getting a Deluxe just alongside some random character. I really do think it's going to have to be a Square character if Geno's a Deluxe. So I really only see it as Sora and Geno, and then or Geno's just playable is also very likely to me. So yeah, I don't see too many people taking that into consideration. We've had 2 Square Spirit events. We have Square Mii costumes, and I think we've only had Square Mii costumes with Square characters. Square might just be a company that demands that. So when people make their prediction rosters, I do think they should keep Square in mind more than they are. Darth Rockanor says, "Hey Papa, what is the worst Forest Maze joke?" I don't know. I've definitely read some bad jokes, but bad jokes don't stick with me. Is that it? That's it. That's all the questions. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A. Once again, thank everybody, all the admins, all the mods on the Discord. Thank everybody who's in the Discord. It's crazy it's been 2 years, and I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A session. So catch you later. So once again, thank you guys for all the subscribes, all the likes. Really helps out the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, or like the video, or leave a comment, whatever you want. Until next time, have a good one.